Check I didn't spill dinner down myself. Cool. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stone Monkey Radio. Take the case. We're going to take the case. The case will be ours, and we will take it. I'm going to slightly readjust that. There we go. Now you can see my titties more.
Hey, I like this better.
Hello there.
It's been improved.
New and improved titty casings.
Oh, goodness.
I love
One
this.
second.
1 second. 1 second. 5 stuffies. That is a good and correct number of stuffies, Kitty. I got to see you back, that poshest of cats. What excitement has been occurring? Yeah, so hello to Basin's back, Dungeon Kitty. And the poshest cat. The poshest cat. OMG. Oh, she's chewing again. That's why she's run away.
Because the little one came downstairs with the cries of, I'm hungry. Can't actually eat anymore.
Big shark stuffy.
Well,
Hi, Cal. How do? Right, I'm going to do a careful flick to the thing. Can I flick to the thing real quickly?
one of my favourite things in...
Oh, she
Shark.
broke up. I got one of your favourite things and then nothing.
Catwife's shark.
Ah, yes.
The shark.
Dork, dork. It's a shark. Oh, good.
Friends? Friends? We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me you just want to be friends?
Oh, no.
You never gave me a chance, and for that,
Oh, my God. Stop.
you'll fry like a pork sausage.
Camera. Camera.
Not that I don't like you, it's just that, well, you're too nice a guy, I guess. I think I'd rather go out with someone more a bit unpredictable.
Hello.
Somebody thinks that they're good.
Apparently so.
Hello.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln
Tunnel, Sam. Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max.
Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt?
Can't think of a reason not to. You'll be of no use, freelance
my
police.
headphone cable.
With the flip
Why
of a
would you
lever,
not
my
be swinging off
ungrateful
my
lunch
headphone
date will
cable?
be reduced to a half cup of disoriented atomic matter.
I knew he wasn't a real doctor.
Shall I confront, subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Sick him up, little buddy.
Think I've sorted it.
Ooh,
Can you hear me?
ow!
There's a
Hey,
Justin.
nice one.
Yikes!
Huh?
Hey, oh, so y'all can't hear me.
He's not a real
Oh, yeah.
guy,
I can hear
Sam.
you.
Can I keep his head for a
Good,
souvenir?
good.
Why do you suppose it's ticking?
Oh no. I'm gonna try
That's
to
no
stay up
head,
instead of
Max.
napping
It's
during
one
office
damned ugly
hours.
time bomb. Let's leave this
That-
criminal
that doesn't
cesspool
work. Someone
pronto.
stayed up till 1. I could have told you
Good
that,
idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch the head somewhere while the credits are running. Mind if I drive?
What we playing?
So, Max,
Not if you don't mind me clawing at the dash and shrieking like a cheerleader.
Going some classic LucasArts.
Sam, is pronto a real word?
I don't think I've
Good
ever
boy,
played
Sam and
LucasArts
Max.
game.
I'll never forget all
Really?
you've done here today.
They're all available at very reasonable prices now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, like childcare right now, it's ridiculous. So,
Yep.
Connie and Grimmy are here.
They are. Hi, Connie and Creamy. Oh god, I'm gonna fuck up the screen again.
Oh
I know, right? This is so professional. So professional. There we go.
no! It's a profesh.
Do, 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 do.
Oh. So, how has your day been?
You have to say a name after that because there's 2 people on the call now. 3 people on the call now.
So, how has your day been, Jen?
day occurred, and now I'm here. So it's better. How was your day,
Wow.
Becky?
Oh, this feels.
Well, that was
Now I
a
have
pleasantly
to admit that I
understated
don't
credit
have a
sequence.
How's your day, Justin?
enjoyed the
Put
cheesy
pressure
retro
on you. You can
ambiance.
enjoy that potato.
What the
Oh,
hell
I
are you
also don't
talking
have
about,
life.
Max?
Sam, either termites are burrowing through my
Um,
skull, or one of us is ticking.
I did a few things for
Oops.
the
Oh,
channel.
yeah.
I fixed some in-slate cards and that's
Max,
been
where
my
should I
day.
put this?
Oh,
Already had Podquisition edited last night and stuff. I don't know if Jim's posted that up yet or not.
I have not seen it. That's not. to
So
say
it
that it's
doesn't
not
hurt
there.
anyone we know or care about.
Out the window, Sam. There's nothing but strangers out there.
Let's check.
I hope there was nobody on
Let's
that
check
bus.
without accidentally paying copyright.
Nobody
music.
we know, at least.
Oh no, you don't want that.
Hello? Yes? Yes?
Poshcat's
Yes?
gotta go and do duty
No.
calls.
Well, no. Well,
Really?
thanks for coming along. It
Well, the
was
same
lovely
to you,
see
Mac.
Looks like the most
Another
recent track
confused
is
census
Face
taker?
Masks and the Furious.
Actually, it was the commissioner with another
No.
idiotic and baffling assignment.
Does it involve wanton destruction?
We can only hope. Due to the
I
arbitrarily
like the
sensitive
art
nature
style
of the
for the
mission,
Lucas
we'll be
art
meeting a bonded city
things.
courier out on the street.
Ooh, smells
Like
like a
how
fiercely thickening plot.
Gooey everything is. It's all blub,
Blub.
blub. I feel like if I touched it, it'd cringe me out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Crimmy said that the game's a bit much compared to our audio.
Yeah. I need to remember where ScumVM keeps its menu.
Cash. Never leave home without it.
There we go. I just tapped function keys until it came up. So professional.
Amagon's pointed out that for once we're doing this in the
Yeah,
legal
we don't need to
equivalent
bribe
of a
federal
Friday
government
night.
officials.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Tomorrow's not a doing stuff day.
It's not a doing stuff day.
Well, it's 3:30 in the afternoon for me.
Me.
Yeah, oh, do you have a bank holiday tomorrow?
That's a good question. I don't keep up with holidays. None of those generally affect my job, so.
Wow. I would complain to the boss about that.
You mean he doesn't take you out to a bank for some ice cream or whatever they do?
Joe, you want a
Take
piece
what?
of me, huh?
What?
Do you not
Take
go
a
on
piece of
holiday to a
this.
bank?
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this
Brutal.
works.
No, that's not.
Is that why they're always closed when I get there? I just thought that the party
Here's
was
one for your
full.
old man.
Well, I just opened up a website called timeanddate.com
Yay.
for holidays in the US. And
I
here's
really
the thing I
respect
found
Fleet's
interesting.
business acumen.
On the list of
Please,
holidays
Sam, don't use the word
is
acumen.
May 3rd for 5 states was the last day of stay-at-home order for the COVID-19
George's acts
lockdown.
of senseless
And that
violence
shouldn't
are
be a
my
case.
forte.
That's...
You're
Oh, and
such an adorable
tomorrow.
urchin,
Oh,
Max.
hey, well, tomorrow is a weird holiday around here because it's Pennsylvania's last day of stay-at-home order.
Oh.
I think
That's-
you should try and break your own personal best.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Because I went walking to the store earlier, and the amount of people I saw without face masks was upsetting.
Oh, I haven't seen a single person with a face mask on today.
Same. I went for my one designated walk. I saw A, many more people, and B, no face masks. Anyone who doesn't want to see a cat get
Crimmy,
insulted.
don't look.
Is Crimmy here?
Hey there,
Yeah,
little
Crimmy.
fella.
Don't look.
You talking to me?
I'm not necessarily one.
I guess
Oh, no.
not.
What kitty no?
So the cat is our informant. He has our instructions from the boss.
I don't indiscriminately use people, except Max.
Why is that
I
a
just love to turn
holiday?
this guy inside out.
Why is
Because-
what a
Gives me an
holiday?
idea.
Just
Go
looking
outside
at
and
the-
die a day.
I'm just looking at the list of holidays and observances in the United States.
According to these orders, something bizarre is happening at the
Point
carnival.
well made, Tiny sir. You should be allowed to
I
eat
thought that was
insects.
the whole point.
Fortunately, you're not.
Maybe we should check it out when we got nothing better to
Hello,
do,
tiny
like
lad.
Guinea time.
I've got a lad.
You do have a tiny lad. Right,
Oh.
it's okay. That's the end of the animal-related abuses for this game. Thank you very much. It's Bosco's! We don't get to go in there until the awful, awful 3D sequels. Well done, Telltale.
Yeah, I love Sam's walk. That casual, just like, almost like 70s walk.
It's got kind of a sort of a bop to him.
Yeah.
Very laid back.
Yeah,
I got a
call
cup.
that at best. That's not a walk. Oh no.
Candy. Talk to Bernard from Day of the Tentacle.
Are you in charge here?
Don't I
Is it
wish?
skulls?
I'd have to go to Snucky
Yeah.
U for another 6 years before I could run this place. But enough about me. What can I do for
I
you?
don't think you want to shop there, honey.
I do.
But they have skulls.
Skulls and
You
rabbits
die?
and grenades. Possibly grenades.
Well, I mean, where do you
Stealth
pick up
bombers?
your skulls?
Snucky you.
Don't.
That's
She
a-
goes grave digging like everyone
Or at
else.
least distracting.
Yeah, I'm not too
Oh,
good to
it
dig my own
is.
skulls up.
Snucky U is where all Snucky's employees are
Well,
sent to learn
la-di-da.
the ins, the outs,
La-di-da
the
yourself.
ups, the downs, the overs,
Oh,
and
hey.
the unders of the
May
amazing gastronomical
21st
and
is
cultural phenomenon
Ascension
that
Day.
is Snucky U.
Ooh, is that what you're
Fascinating.
from God?
Let's
No,
see
it's
here.
not.
What is Ascension Day?
Humor.
It is,
At Snucky U, we're
Sent
given
bodily into
instructions
heaven.
in
Oh, it's
patty
the 40th
packing,
day of
choosing the
Easter.
right button for
Oh.
soft drinks,
You know,
and
the
didn't
one we
realise
all
that was
know
still
about.
hanging.
bottle jar opening.
Didn't realise that was still going on.
That's apparently when
I had
Jesus
no
went
idea you
back
were so
to heaven.
rigorously trained.
Hey, I
Later.
can
Wow.
any jar in the
Somebody
country.
kept up with those dates.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
All
so.
right,
No,
then.
it's not.
Ooh,
Now,
don't
how
think
can
it
I put
makes a
all
good
that
point.
Snucky
It
U
might
training
not
to
be
use for
grenades,
you?
It could be soap dispensers.
Why not
Are you
both?
sure Snucky
Oh, no,
U's
it's
not in the
based on
Bowl
the thought,
Coalition?
Oh no!
Positive. Now,
What if it was a
can I do
grenade
for
soap
you?
dispenser?
They could be
Or-
soap dispensers.
Or
I'd like to
it's
buy
a
this.
dispenser that dispenses grenades.
Do you have any money?
Grenade
These
dispenser.
course I
tiny
do.
little grenades
Here.
come sprinkling out of the top.
Will that be
Yeah,
all
tiny
for you
little
today?
explosions.
And then they blow off
Also
all
take
the
these
germs.
disgusting pecan treats.
Anything
I think
else?
What
we
is-
grenades cute. What's wrong with us?
What is soap
can you tell
if
me
not
about
grenades for cleanliness?
That's a box of our world-famous Snuckies pecan-flavored candy.
Uh-huh.
Beloved treat of couch potatoes everywhere.
Hand
Anything
grenades. They're grenades for your hands.
Nothing.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
Money, 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 money.
Oh my
I
god,
don't
it
think
says,
he'd want
so
that.
not like the Hollywood burger place in Bloodlines, where the $50 cola comes with a free handgun.
Huh.
I would be
I
willing to
can't pick
believe
that
that
up.
somewhere in America you
I
get
can't
free
talk to
handguns
that.
with some sort of sugar-based. Oh.
Sugar-based.
Sugar-based?
Sugar-based.
Who makes sugar bread? Who does that to bread?
Americans?
I'm still upset about the bread.
Why? They have...
Yeah,
delicious
we've been
cake
having
bread.
the bread discussion for a while.
Yeah,
I can't talk.
I've been upset about it for years and I'm not going to stop now. I haven't even gotten you on to the spunk and scones discussion.
Spunk
Like-
and scones.
Like Becky showed me, what are the, you said tea cakes or whatever, and I'm like, those are hamburger buns.
Wait, are you talking about Babs? Is she,
dare you to
is she
walk
doing
into
the thing
England and
again?
try and- I dare you to walk into England
not
and
my
name
type.
that bread.
Are you in charge here?
They are hamburger buns, yes.
Don't I wish?
We call them
I
Babs
have to
because
go to
they're
Snucky U
Babs.
for another 6 years before I could run this
Barn
place.
cake.
Then
But
it's
enough
not a
about me.
palm
What can I
cake!
do for you?
Wait,
Or it's
you-
made with balm.
Oh, I smell beef fritters.
Beef
so
fritters?
there's different
We
names for
dip the
bread
cows right here in the
just
kitchen.
in
So, what do you want?
England alone. in the
You can
different
divide up
regions.
the whole of the UK into what they call those rolls. And there's like 20 different variants. It's
Are none of them bottom?
ridiculous.
I'd like to buy
Nothing.
this.
I'd say the only difference
you
in
have any
America is
money?
whether or not somebody puts
Of course I
hamburger
do.
in front of
Here.
buns.
Will
Well,
that be all
otherwise
for
how are
you
you going to
today?
be able to tell it from buns?
That'll be all.
Well, I mean, those
Anything
are
else?
just buns.
Nothing.
Those are just buns.
You have no idea how
Buns.
often I hear
How
that.
do you tell if you're talking about, like, the bread or the cupcake if you just say bun?
Because we say cupcakes.
But
Why
that's
on earth
only
would
the
we call?
fucking-
Why would we call cupcakes buns?
Because a bun's the one that you've just, it's out the oven and it's done now. A cupcake's the one that someone put time and effort in.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. How do you make cupcakes?
The same way
You take
you
a
make
bun
cupcakes.
and you put a frock on it, basically.
What?
No,
Cupcakes that like fairy cakes.
I'm glad that Jane is also confused about what you're saying, so it's not just me. Now I'm starting to think this isn't even like an England thing. This is just a
This is
Becky
just a
thing.
northern thing.
Becky just has her own thing. All her neighbors around her are like, I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh no, they know what she's talking about.
They do. And they don't ruin a pie either.
Fucking ruined.
Alright, so when talking about cakes, where do you draw the line between a cupcake and a
I
bun?
thought I'd have something to say to you.
Well,
My mind's
one
like
is a
sieve.
cupcake and one is a bun.
Don't worry
They're
about
two
it.
very different things.
Yep.
Jen?
A
Do you not
cupcake.
use bun as a tiny cake?
No.
Well,
because
unless you're
the-
talking about something like a
tiny
hot
cake
cross bun.
Is a cupcake.
I've already got one.
But it is tiny. It fits in a cup. That is the size of it. Therefore, it is a tiny cake, a
I don't
cupcake.
indiscriminately use people,
Yeah.
except
The only time that you would say something different for a cupcake is one of those made in a mug in the microwave cakes.
Ironically, yeah, they
You
would
in
call
charge
those
here?
differently, which is just dumb.
Don't I wish?
Also, have
I'd
you ever
have to go
had
to
those?
Snucky U for
They are
another 6
nasty.
years before I could run this
No,
place.
I've never bothered.
But enough about me.
I
What can
had
I do
one.
For you?
I think I got one because we saw the ones in which Ray made in like The Force Awakens, some
I'd like
little
to buy this.
cake type deal
Do you
thing.
have any
And
money?
so I found little
Of course I do. Here.
cupcakes and made it, and it
Will that
tasted
be
like
all for you
sausage,
today?
and it was weird.
Be all.
Oh no!
Anything else?
Why would they do this? Why?
My little buddy has to use the facilities.
Facilities be damned, I need a bathroom.
Facilities be damned. I need a bathroom.
Is that a
They're in
corn
the back.
dog near
Yes.
like
An
mosaic
awfully
window?
big rasp.
Yeah, like a
I've
stained glass
tasted
window.
green ice cream before.
Out of toilet paper?
No, we just had problems with
A
thugs
chat has
stealing our
thrown into
restroom
the
keys.
various
They're the
bread
cleanest
products
in
in
9
discussion.
counties.
So let's see what we got here.
The keys?
The
A
restroom
cupcake
is...
without frosting
You
or
need
just
some
stuff
help,
on
little
top
buddy?
is a muffin.
I think I can handle this
A
myself, Sam.
muffin's a bit more.
Now, anything else I can do
Plum.
for you?
It's got some overhang. A
Nothing.
cupcake
muff-
just stays within
You
the
have
case.
no idea how
A
often I hear
cupcake is
that.
generally denser than a muffin.
Yeah.
Around here, at least. That's really the only like difference. And yeah, a muffin doesn't normally have frosting or icing. It might have like things in it.
Are you as
like,
confused as I am?
blueberries or strawberry
so.
stuff like that.
Hmm.
I have an unfresh
I
lad.
think we should
An
keep
unfresh
the
lad, freshen the lad.
I'm
Freshen the
occupied.
stinky boy.
I like that you're
deserves to use
holding
the
him up
restroom
like
that
Simba.
He's
Just gonna
tiny
yeet him off
Simba.
of Pride Rock.
I will see you later.
Well, that's
I will
all.
be back with a fresh lad.
It's a terrible way to
Hey.
treat your children. I'm just replacing this one with a fresh one.
There's a little chain of stores called Stuckies. I wonder if that's a reference to that.
It is.
Nation and blimey.
Okay.
Ain't here.
Do they have Stuckies over there?
what do we
No.
do?
Where you at?
Now we get
It's
in the
it's
bus and look for
basically
the
this is like the
I knew that.
game of let's go touring all the ridiculous tourist traps around America, like the world's largest ball of twine,
Get
things
out
like
of
that.
Mr. Bumpus'
Oh,
way,
yeah.
you partially clad varmints.
And if you're gonna go on a road trip, you've got to
Who's
go to a
that?
Stuckies. All of the Stuckies.
I don't know, but if it weren't for the carefree innocence of this
Oh, there we
carnival,
go.
I'd be breaking his kneecaps.
So how are you finding the new place?
Limp, Max.
Oh, you cut out a bit there, sorry.
How are you finding the new place?
Oh, it's fine. I mean, in theory, I shouldn't be here for too long, but Jim's got a good place on him. Like, he's gonna be pretty happy here.
Check this out,
Oh,
Jack.
It's
We're the
comfy,
freelance
amazing
police. Here's our
view,
authorization to be here.
and just a really nice building.
Now let us in before
He
we
seems
replace
much
you with a
perkier
cheap renewable
since the
fuel
move.
source.
Yeah, he
Let me
had
run these
been
by the
unpacking,
boss.
which is already a difference for him when both of the other places he lived at previously.
Yeah. He needs to get his boglins out.
I guess you can go easy.
Yeah, he still hasn't
Be
got the
careful.
boglins
One
out. I
of us
think
could be
he's
dangerous
gonna
to
get
your
some
head.
shelves for those.
Nice.
He's got a Mysterio corner in the works.
I saw. Looking good.
That was needlessly cryptic.
I'd be peeing my pants if I wore any.
I wonder if that place is weird and creepy.
Everything seems to be in order
Both weird
here.
and creepy.
Sam, look over there.
How dare you call in the authorities without consulting me?
The names over these characters.
Well, I tried talking
Man
to you,
or chicken
but you
dumpling.
were off wallowing in your own self-pity. Yeah, but
I like this human enigma.
It's
They
them.
couldn't think of a pun for water faucets and people or anything. They're like, enigma.
I'm Jim Cushman, and this is
Yeah.
my brother Burl.
They were
Welcome
done
to our
like that.
carnival.
They were just mentally
What's left of
done.
it?
He
I'm
runs
Sam.
like a
He's
faucet.
Max. We savagely protect the rights of innocence.
Oh, Crimmy, no.
Even
No,
cold
not the
pissed
human
ones such
enema,
as
no.
yourself. Selves. Whatever.
Well, you sound like
I, think,
just the
I
guys to
imagine
solve
that
our
is a
little
small
problem.
person with a tiny
Walk
scoop.
this way.
Oh.
See this melted block of ice?
I do say that, but
How could we miss
melting
it?
block of ice.
This used to be our main attraction.
Your main attraction was a block of ice?
Don't be dense.
Eventually we'll get to a bit that is
Our
less
main
conversation
attraction
heavy
was
and I
a
can start
genuine-
chatting properly.
Authentic
Come back.
She's back once again with the ill
Big
behaviour, with the ill behaviour, with the ill behaviour and a fresh
on
lad.
ice.
Hey,
I
let me
have
get
come
this
back.
straight.
Sans
You want us to
lad.
go traipsing all
Sans
over the country
lad.
looking for a soggy Bigfoot?
You're supposed to throw the nappy out, not the lad.
I've never been traipsing before.
explains the
Does it hurt?
I just
But
came
Bruno
back to
must be
Omegon
returned
saying
to
I
us.
imagine the human enema could turn into
He's a
liquid, but
brutish,
only to be an
ignorant
enema.
beast with no sense of right or
I
wrong.
just imagined it was a very
Hey,
small
who
person
isn't?
with a tiny scoop.
Besides,
I mean,
he's
that's all the
kidnapped our
information you
second
need
main
right there.
attraction.
Is it? I feel like it's too much.
No.
No, it's Trixie, the giraffe neck girl from Scranton. She disappeared at the same time Bruno did. We can only assume that the monster took her when he made his escape.
I guess Max and I could search
Oh,
for your
did I
missing
miss saying
freaks.
night-night to
but
Dungeon
we'll
Kitty?
need free run of the
Oh
carnival.
no,
Look
did
for
I miss saying
clues.
goodnight to Dungeon Kitty? Damn it.
Good night to Dungeon Kitty.
Night, Dungeon
Yeah,
Kitty,
free
sleep
corn
well,
dogs.
dream sweet
So we
dreams,
can
don't
eat
let the
them all
biscuits
over
eat you.
You see, that'd have been a lovely
No
thing to come
problem.
back to. Just
Here's
be
an
like, oh,
all-day
night-night
free
kitty.
pass.
Instead, it's like, I read the human enigma as the human enema.
Leave everything to us.
Yes, one
We'll
does.
have those abominations of nature back in your
Um,
protective care before you can read the Quran.
Didn't he fight Godzilla?
Right, I am gonna grab this. I likes me some Bigfoot hair.
Handy to have. Handy to have.
And the hand of Jesse James. In a jar.
That's almost enough for a full dab.
Now,
It is.
You only need one more jar of hand and
Which
you
one
could
do
just...
I talk to?
Me.
Oh,
Him.
I'm gonna put it on some kind of golf
Well, it's
retrieval
back to the
equipment later
Bigfoot
on.
hunt.
Some sort of what?
This game is very confusing. Oh god, can I? Oh. Hopefully the Scum VM has done the thing where they fixed this. There are some versions of this game where it is completely unplayable. Let's find
Yeah.
out what we've got here. Again, caution for bopping rats.
Person's asking if the carnival's related to the Call of Duty circus.
It's the Call of Duty circus and it's coming to your town. With diving, flying, acrobats and such capricious clowns.
I really like that song.
It's one of my favourites.
Mine too.
Come on.
Kel's asking calls for D&D classes for the session on Saturday.
Ooh. I am again already booked, but I did it.
Howdy, Nick.
Hey, nerd.
I won something.
Roar. No.
Oh, Nick, the third voice is Justin.
It's
I didn't
me.
win.
It's me, Justin. Oh.
I'm gonna win.
How am I gonna win?
It fits perfectly.
I now have a blacklight torch. Woo! Wherever
It's
you go in the
Max.
universe, you need a blacklight torch. You there! Friend, I would like to ride the cone of tragedy.
Excuse us. We need some help, and although you seem dangerously unequipped brain-wise, we've come to you for advice.
Huh?
Me and my partner want to ride the cone of tragedy.
Let me ride the cone.
That's right. We've lost our will to live.
The world's least safest
I'm not
ride.
supposed to, but what the heck? You two look
Least
like
safe.
Hi,
Safest.
Nick.
tearing
Least safest.
non-litigious mammals.
Ah.
Strap yourselves in, and I'll turn on the
But
cone.
that's not very safe.
Indeed.
Also, I thought I couldn't be more excited about the fact I had that wisdom tooth out. I found something else to be excited about with that.
Yeah?
You know how I like the little sort of hollow that you can get in someone's cheek?
Oh.
It's the puffiness has all gone down. I have slightly more hollow.
Ooh.
Yay.
Congratulations.
So, working on this logic, if I just have all of my back teeth taken out,
You'll be able to suck your own tongue.
suck my own
I was making a ribs remove joke.
I was trying to suck my
Ooh,
tongue
I
and I was
feel
like, wait, it's
tragically
already in my
empty.
mouth.
Me too. It's as though an integral
got
part of my essence has been ripped
confused.
from my being.
It's easily done.
Let's do it again.
Confusion is just a state of
Maybe later,
concentration.
chum.
If you stop concentrating, you'll stop being confused.
Hey, what happened to my carefully collected box of useless junk?
Ooh, Nug used to play D&D Star Wars at uni.
Oh, heck.
That sounds cool.
I played one of the Star Wars
Will you
tabletop
help me?
games briefly.
Depends. What do you
There's
want?
interesting mechanics. They tried to
Where'd
make
all
all
my
that
cool junk go?
work and make
It must have
sense.
fallen out of
The
your coat while
Jedi's
you
just
were
being
on the run.
overpowering.
Here's a claim ticket. Take it to the lost and found.
I
I mean,
imagine
I
that's
could go for a
difficult.
bit of being overpowered.
Well, if you're very good.
I'm innocent. I don't know what that means.
You're innocent. Just a good little southern boy who's moved to the big city, but still just an innocent good boy.
Absolutely innocent, sweet, straight Christian boy, as far as my mom knows.
I was going to say, and you've been living with Jim this whole time.
No, I'm not really
The other-
any of those things.
Yeah, the other way that'd make sense is if you were two halves of some sort of split psyche.
Oh yeah, and y'all got the wholesome one for the stream. He has no idea what the other thing.
What are we doing with holes?
Holy cripes on toast.
Yeah, I got distracted at that point
Not
too.
Yeah,
personal,
same.
but you're the single ugliest thing we've
I
ever
think
seen.
you were overpowering me.
Well, there was that computer game developers conference.
Don't
Oh,
bring you
really?
down.
What it was.
You lost
Pinning you.
I've lost a whole bunch of
Seductively.
neat junk. You must have
Oh,
been
no.
gifted with psychic powers to
Well,
make up your
fresh
obvious
pajamas,
physical
you can't make me wet.
shortcomings.
I can.
You
Bad
can.
deal.
I think I can.
Claim ticket
Sure.
right here while I search through the back room.
She's about to slide off her chair.
All the stuff that collected off the cone of
Never-
tragedy today.
Never even.
It's all yours.
I think I can smell
I
you from
feel
here.
whole again.
Mm.
Got ya.
It's fun being able to like actually see her in the webcam for this and her actual reactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to ride the tunnel of love?
Yippee!
So when did this become Janiac bullies Becky while I watch?
I'll say, I don't know about bully.
It was a very, very obscure reference to the credits of Dice Funk.
Mm-hmm. What is going on here?
Well, I think you have a very broken flashlight.
I do. It's a blacklight flashlight.
Even then, I don't think that's how that was supposed to work. You don't just rub the flashlight up against something and then light comes out.
I
I
tell you a
didn't
thing or
badge.
two about rubbing flashlights on places.
See, I knew
Flashlights,
you were
not
there.
flashlights.
I also don't know what those are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just an innocent 7 boy.
When a
Yeah,
torch
well-
and a silicon vagina love each other very much.
Well, that was fun.
Aw, one
My
of
little
Kel's
body's
partners
covered with
really loves
swan
Star Wars and plays tabletop with some of her friends from Aikido Dojo. I just learnt
Ride
that
the
one of
tunnel of love
Kel's
again.
partners is even more of a badass than
Why
previously
not?
thought.
Oh.
One of the things that moving to Philadelphia I was so excited about would be some of the social interactions I'd get to have with people, like finding like groups to play D&D with, going to like these little bars and stuff to meet people and things like that. I was so excited for social interactions.
I'm willing to call it now. This entire pandemic is your fault. You dared to change it. You thought something could be good. This is all on you.
I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use. I can't use that from here.
Nerg's asking if anyone else saw Billy Gates' Xbone Series X preview.
I can't pick that up from here.
I just saw
I can't use that from
saw
here.
the trailer for the gameplay trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla with zero gameplay.
Oh, what?
It was a 1 minute 45-minute trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay trailer with no gameplay in the trailer.
Huh.
Yep, it's pretty fantastic.
That ride continues to amuse
What I'm
me.
enjoying is how the F's in the
I
chat
think
for
we're
your
supposed to do
social life
something
have
in there,
managed
Sam.
to just meld perfectly into inverted commas gameplay. That is your social life now.
Game.
Let's
Yeah.
ride the TOL again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get
You
to play out.
insist?
I don't get to like I can walk out to the store, and that's about it. And I
You
don't
got
even
sent
need to,
home from Target.
I did get sent home from Target, but here's the thing.
Did they at least give you a
That-
little slap on the butt as they turned you around?
No, that would have been nice, but also probably not wise during this climate.
They
Yeah.
might have had the social distancing stick.
Or paddle of some sort.
Yeah, that was
Socially distant paddling.
the only reason I got sent home though is because I had spent at that point weeks inside, where the last and I don't keep up with the news and what we're supposed to be doing. So the last thing I heard was don't get masks, save those for medical workers.
I can't use. I can't use.
I did not know about the whole cloth mask becoming a common thing, and then recommending if I do that. So it wasn't until like weeks later then at walking to Target and they were like,
So you're saying that you got too far into being a shut-in?
Yep,
You overachieved and you suffered.
I wasn't even trying.
I'm beginning to.
Oh, is this not even your final form of isolation?
How to be a better shut-in.
Oh yeah, that is because right now I am staying with Jen,
ride the
and therefore
TOL
there is
again.
a little bit of socialization
insist?
still there. When I get my own place though, I mean,
It's alright, you can harass Becky.
yeah, Becky has to keep a check on me.
She's
And
very
she
good at
regularly
social.
reminds me to at least go out on his balcony and breathe fresh air every day.
It was so much work to kick you outside.
I was comfy.
Baby. Mm.
Have you found what you're looking for with the Actually, wait. Why is the light now his head?
Because I need to use Max on the
Probably a
thing.
good idea. That's probably a good
I-
idea. I should, that's probably a good idea.
I hate
Should
you,
have tried
Max.
it sooner.
And Sam. Both of you. Get back in the hole!
I would love. Somebody needs to get the licenses, or at least why doesn't Disney let
Let's
Double
ride the
Fine
TOL
go
again.
ahead and use it?
Well, they couldn't do a worse job than fucking Telltale did.
Yeah, I would love to see some modern Monkey Island games. I love that series.
I'd like to see the original, proper, correct Monkey Island. Like Monkey Island 3. The one that would have come after.
Oh, well, here's the
That's a
thing.
good
I still
idea.
like
Maybe I should try it
that one, Curse of Monkey Island.
I like
yeah.
Curse of Monkey Island, but I would like to see, like, what was your original plan for that?
I'd be curious, yeah. What's interesting is the first one I ever played, actually, was Escape from Monkey Island on the PlayStation 2. The most different way of playing that series ever.
Mhm.
But that took getting...
Could not finish that game.
I got close, and then I had trouble
can't
with
walk
Last
through this
Puzzle,
door.
so I
It's not
just
real.
was annoyed and went on YouTube and watched the ending. That will usually happen with some games, like the Kingdom Hearts
I
on
can't
the
pick that up.
3DS.
Come
It was
here,
like
Max.
I made it to
What's up?
one of the final bosses,
Check this
and
out.
the difficulty spike was just ridiculous. So I just stopped playing, watched anything on YouTube, went, yep, I finished the
I'll
game.
never shave again.
Huh.
You never did.
I mean, I won't tell.
I don't
Only he
want
hadn't publicly announced it to the entire internet.
to... Exactly. Everybody can keep that
I
secret,
hate
right?
pecan flavor candies.
Justin didn't finish Kingdom Hearts. I can't even remember which one that one's name.
365?
No. Oh no, Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance.
Here, I
Because
thought
they
you might like some
because
candy.
they called it Kingdom Hearts 3D, and because they're
Wow.
Square Enix,
I was
they
just
had to
thinking
come
how
up with
cool
the
some
3Ds.
cod-flavored candy would be.
And they
Who are
literally
you?
just drew three
I'm
D
Sam.
words,
He's Max. We
and
solve
then after they
mysteries.
put back Dick and
What
drew one more,
instruments?
they came up with Dream Drop
I'm
Distance.
Doug.
Why would you put the
man.
dick back?
So what do you
Unless
want
you're going to
from
put it back
me?
in later, and then
We
remove
want
it,
to know
and then put it
everything
back
you
in.
know about Bruno the Bigfoot.
Ooh. Let me start with a
Innuendos!
story.
In where?
Keep it short,
It is.
kid.
I am
Partner's
glad
got a
that
low
innuendo
tolerance for
is
long
such an
stories.
easy word to make an innuendo.
Well, it
Right.
started the day before today.
It's like
I
how
remember it like it was yesterday.
the term for someone who's afraid of long words
It's
is
not widely
ridiculously
known,
long.
but Trixie had fallen in love with
Why
Bruno.
is the word big so small and the word infinitesimal so big?
Yep.
Every night she'd sneak into the freak show tab
The little
and
ironies
read
in
to
life.
him what she imagined to
Mhm.
be his favorite bedtime stories.
There's a Bigfoot in a block of ice.
He was, but
She
then he got
seemed
free.
as happy as a
Oh, that's right, we
self-mutilated
saw that
parody
earlier.
of nature could be. But she
I
could
was
never
gonna make
truly
a
be
joke
happy
about
until her beloved Bruno
the
was free.
Parapod and the spin-off thing, but I don't know if you actually have heard
Finally,
those,
she
or if the chat
decided to
has,
do
so I
something
wasn't
about
sure if that
Bruno's
reference would even
predicament.
work.
She begged Flambe, the fire breather, to free
Come
the
on,
Bigfoot
it's always
from
funny
his
when you have to
icy
explain a joke.
cage.
Yeah.
Flambe
Well, I was
took
just gonna
pity
say
on
that
poor
the reason,
Trixie
like,
and
the
liberated
Bigfoot, it
Bruno.
escaped and stuff,
And the
and it
happy couple
went
haven't
somewhere,
been
and
seen
then
since.
Barry got arrested for bumming it, because that's this
Hell of a
is
story,
show on
ain't it?
the
Quiet
Patreon
tear ducts, I'd be
about
weeping like a teenager.
all their movie promotion
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
is
but where's
postponed
Bruno now?
because of
Gee,
COVID and
I
stuff
have
like
no
that.
idea where they
But
went. Maybe you should
Ian
talk to my
decided
uncle.
that wasn't
Your
really
uncle?
he didn't want to talk
Yeah,
about it, so
my Uncle
he instead
Shabool.
decided the
He's
reason why
really
all their
into
movie stuff's
Bigfoots.
postponed is because
When
the
I was a
co-host Barry
kid,
is
he used to tell me
arrested for
stories about giant
having
Bigfoot
sex with a Bigfoot.
parties, where all the Bigfoots in the world would get
Sometimes
together
in life
and
you have to
dance
have sex with a
Bigfoot
Bigfoot.
dances and
Yeah,
That's great, kid. Where can we find your uncle?
I am that Bigfoot making
I
her
don't
sex
know.
with me.
He disappeared a short time after he helped build the largest ball of twine on
Size
Earth.
12s.
I am 9.5 tens.
Gee, maybe
That's
we should go there
assuming
next then.
shoe sizes are even the same across
Way to
countries.
grasp our
They're
principles,
not. I
buddy.
think yours are...
Wait, Let me give you this
One
key
size
to
up?
Trixie's trailer in return for the cat.
One size down. I know it's not far off. The
Wow,
key
this is
to
so
the
cute.
trailer is a crowbar.
Well, I've known some people with those keys.
That should get things running again.
I'm very fiercely proud of the fact that I own a crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it in a shop years ago. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get myself a crowbar. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to be somebody that owns a crowbar.
Just a little crowbar.
Well, there was like a whole period. Do you remember I told you about the guy that tried to stab me while I was asleep?
Okay,
I was
hey,
living.
how you doing?
So I moved into this house because everyone was like, "Oh, you'll love Scott. Scott's lovely. Scott's lovely. Scott's just like you. He's really quirky." Scott was
Oh,
a
no.
paranoid. Scott was a paranoid schizophrenic who was off his medication.
By the way,
Okay.
be insulted what your friends think about you.
I guess.
If Stabby Guy is who they think is just like you, be insulted.
I just woke up one night and he was standing over me with one of my kitchen knives. I think that's the bit that offended me most. It was my kitchen knife.
I think I'd still be screaming.
As soon as I opened my eyes, he sort of started sheepishly putting the knife behind him. Like, I can see you. I'm very, very focused on you right now. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey.
Hey there. He's like, oh, can I have a cigarette? It's like, sure, you can have all of my cigarettes. Please leave my room. So I barricaded literally everything I owned against the door and did not sleep. So that was fun.
That's terrifying, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh no.
But after that, I started sleeping with my crowbar under my pillow.
Shake a leg, Max.
To the point where I was still doing so, like, long after I'd moved out of his house. It just became a thing I had to do to sleep.
Understandable.
And when I was looking to move in with my ex-girlfriend, a friend of mine was like, you're going to have to stop sleeping with a crowbar under your pillow. I was like, why? He's like, what happens if she gets up for a piss in the middle of the night? And you're not fully awake, and you just clock at one with a crowbar because you freak out. It's like, that's a good point. I'm going to have to wean myself off the crowbar.
Weed
That's one more
myself
loose
off the
end.
crowbar.
That's a
the
fun
sentence.
Too
sentence.
bad we can't reach it from this side of the deck. You always need a large piece of
Sometimes in life
string
you have to
in
wean
games
yourself
like
off a
this.
crowbar.
Becky, I see what you're working on, and it makes me happy.
What's she do? I can't see shit.
Oh.
Rude.
I realize without context that does sound like she's masturbating.
What?
Is she masturbating? I wouldn't complain. She's allowed to.
I'm needle felting. I'm not going to masturbate with a felting needle. It's pointy and barbed.
Yeah, and imagine what would happen to your
Now I can
pubes.
control the speed and direction of
I
the
don't-
diamond
You can't
via
dredge your
these mounted
pubes.
binoculars.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I bet I could felt my pubes if I so wished.
Maybe not.
This wasn't where I was expecting the conversation to go, but here we are.
Well, you are new around here, so.
Okay, I've lodged the magnifying lens in front of the mounted binocular.
Ooh. Armagon's thinking about getting bolt cutters on some chains in the garden.
Ooh.
Cosplay reasons. How inverted are the commas around cosplay? You're allowed to tell us if
What
you
you
just
doing?
want to feel pretty.
Using my telekinetic powers to bend my tools.
Okay,
Why?
so one of Connor's
To
friends
help
had a
me fix
girlfriend
the
that wanted
rotating
to
mechanism on these
drink his blood and
diner.
attack him with a razor.
Well, that
That's-
makes sense.
That's not how you
That's
do
not
that.
how you do that.
You
you
ask
just ask.
politely,
Yeah,
What are these
and then they
mounted
surprise you
binoculars
with a
for?
permanent scar.
Lots of
I had
things, like scratching those
I had
ugly
friends
red
who
places.
he started
Every place is hard
talking
for
with
me
a
to
girl
reach.
and quickly
Would
decided
you
it wasn't
like a
for
free
him
sample?
because she wanted
Sure.
to physically
Let me
attack
make
her,
one for you.
and not just in like the even in a tradition I call it traditional BDSM way,
It's all
like
yours.
a way that
Thanks.
I would I don't yeah I wouldn't be
Well,
Was it not
fine.
applying the sane part of the safe, sane, and consensual?
it's
I've got to use this elevator.
Yeah, I know it just made him very uncomfortable because it came very quickly too into the conversations.
I suppose with something like that, you've really got to get it out of the way as soon as possible. If that's like an essential thing you need in.
True, yeah. If you're going for essential, yeah, you are right there.
It's like, hey, this is me. I don't want to disappoint you. I am a person who needs to beat the shit out of you on the reg.
No,
Is that
it
okay?
was out. It's like
It's a powerful refrigerator magnet that says
she
World of
needed
Fish
him
on its
to do
side.
the attacking. So like I
Wonder how
need
that
you
got in there.
Yeah.
to beat the shit out of me on the.
And that's a difficult one. Especially if you're not a kinky person generally.
Yeah, yep. And he was not, so that came as a bit of a twist for him.
Well, this is why Pet Life is great, because you can just be like, hey, you know, this is me, this is how I do.
I mean,
I
give
hear
him
a
that.
distant rumbling.
You should have thought
Have you
of that
dipped your
before
toe
we
in that
left.
particular well yet?
Not really. Okay. How open are y'all on these streams?
Very?
Okay. I just
We
wanted
have
'cause
mature
I-
content warning, so.
Okay. Not much. I have had a couple of people want me to choke them, which I don't think I'm good at yet.
And that's one you
Oh,
really want to
choking's
research
so
properly
nice.
before you start experimenting with it.
Mm. I
Yeah,
hate doing that, Becky.
Becky's a big
I'm
fan of
having
choking.
thoughts.
I've noticed.
I am a particularly big fan of the way
Weird.
Jenny does choking. She does the good ones that are like sidey and
I do blood
This is a
chokes rather
completely
than
unusable
like
thingamabob.
front of throat chokes. Because those are very, very dangerous and should not be attempted.
Yeah.
Even blood
Well,
chokes you have to be careful with.
blood chokes are nice. They make head go spinny.
They do, but they can also cause permanent brain damage if you do it too many and too long and too often.
That's
Yeah,
why
that-
you're in charge of it.
That is why I'm in charge of it.
That
I
did
do the
trick.
thing where, like, if you give a rat a button that hits its pleasure center, it'll press it till it dies of starvation. I would do
It's
that.
kind of
but
wobbly in
choke
here.
is-
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, there are like, bugger. There are like proper guides online about how to do blood chokes.
I don't think I'm gonna be
kinda
able to bring
wobbly
myself to
in
do
here.
that.
That's
Any
fine.
chance.
It's not for everyone.
See, that's the thing. I have
Hey,
become
Max, come here.
acquaintance now with a few people who do like those sort of relationships, and that's all very new to me. And I guess
I
I'm
love
not
how you're
used to-
choosing your words carefully as if chat hasn't met me.
Oh,
I must admire the skill with which the wily uber trout stows
Or
its
seen
prey.
any of Jim's stuff.
yeah.
This is one of the 10 most liberating
No, I
experiences
don't
of
know.
my
I just,
life,
like, I
Sam.
don't know if I can like
Holy
be
mackerel.
the
I'm a trout, stupid.
complete take charge
Holy
one
trout.
when I'm not even
I
that
always thought
in
you were
life
made of
most of the
plaster.
time.
I mean, you're
mean-
not a fetish dispenser. You don't have to.
You don't have
Oh
to.
yeah, no, but but I want to do it for him because I want to do the stuff that my partner's gonna enjoy. That makes me happy.
I mean, you can. I didn't used to be kinky at all. It took meeting a certain
Now
somebody
what do we do, Sam?
to be like, hey,
I'm
this gives me a sense of
that
power that I
noise?
have not felt generally in
It
my
sounds like
actual
you do
life
when you've eaten too much
thus
Thai
far,
food, Sam.
and the way you have explained it to me has sort of made me sort of go, actually, I would be very up for trying this, and then I got really, really into it.
Well, I
I
mean,
spent
that's
a lot
the
of
thing.
money on equipment.
I am continually grateful for that.
But yeah, kink is not for everyone, and that's fine.
I don't know for certain if it's fully is or isn't for me. I guess it's gonna be a thing. Like I just try more and see until I have a
Suck it and
feeling
see.
strongly one way or the other.
Mhm.
Grimmy says, this had better not working anything in me. Oh, too late.
That's how it be sometimes.
Oh, Auto Mod, come
What
on.
has also mod done?
Picking on Cal.
Poor Cal. What did Cal ever do?
Said I very much have paid someone to beat the absolute shit out of my tits than pour hot wax on them in front of 40 strangers.
Huh.
I mean,
I told you I had a plan.
every time I think I've got just about like acclimated to the amount of that
Hey,
Cal
Max, I've got
can
another
say.
plan.
Mhm.
I think I liked you better when you were clued.
She just
Shut up and climb over the rail.
I'm enjoying that moderator message. Becky Too Ill used add permitted term shit my tits.
That's a whole
That
different
wasn't
kink.
so bad.
What are you two doing out here?
And again, fine if that's
Any
what
more
you're
bright
into.
ideas?
Let's start crying like babies.
Well, that is
I'm
definitely on one of my hard
definitely
limits.
I am very much into being in front of consenting people.
Mm-hmm.
Galileo was wrong.
It is a very
I
fun
don't think we were in a
experience.
vacuum, Max.
Hey, how are we
consent
gonna
is
It's
always
turn
fun.
that?
pretty fun for them as well.
Wait for it.
Having also been in that position, yeah, it is usually.
That reminds me, I've still got those soy candles. I'll bring them up next time I'm allowed to come and see you. If you fancy getting candle waxed.
It sounds like I didn't make any sound in response, but what really happened is the mic just couldn't pick up that frequency of excited.
I see.
Cal's been
In the
passing the
reaction,
time.
can confirm.
So Cal's been passing a lot of time thinking about what she'd like done the next time she goes to that particular club. Is it National Make Becky Slide Off Her Chair Day? Was I not?
Yep.
I've also been thinking about visiting
Let's ride the TOL
different types
again.
of clubs once everything reopens.
insist?
And even then, it's probably going to be longer for those types of clubs,
Yeah.
just because, you know. If
You're saying it's a bit touchy-feely in there.
it's a little bit touchy-feely in different types of clubs, yeah. At least the one I've been in.
Oh, if you ever come and visit, mate, like a lot of people in the LGBT network at work, that it turns out that there is a bathhouse near us, so I can ask them, and then you go, and you can be smug in front of people.
I mean, yeah, but if I'm gonna go like visiting y'all up there and stuff like that, I don't want to like just then go off on my own.
Well, if you came down here, we could go to like London Fetish
I
Fair or
can't use
something.
these things together.
Oh, we could all go. It'd be good.
Hey, Max, come
Yeah.
here.
What's that look like?
Watch
It's like a weird indoor market full of kink stuff, and then like
Well,
in the
this is
afternoons they have
undignified.
pony races,
Oh, that's fascinating.
and they'll do like spanking demonstrations and stuff, and like various equipment demonstrations. There's usually somewhere you can dance. It's a really nice facilities, very queer and trans friendly, which is always
I like
nice.
that.
If we go, I'm going to need you to be in charge of my money.
Hey, there's an ink costume in here.
We'll make sure Jane gets the wallet. Oh, hey, bye, Connie. I'm afraid I don't know
Connie.
if I didn't chat, but bye, Connie.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I don't think I could do wax.
It's not for
soy
everyone, and it
wax
gets
is
fucking
not
everywhere.
Golf Emporium in Roomy Eyes,
as hot
Florida.
as regular.
Yeah, it's not as hot as candle wax.
What is the sensation of enjoyment that is being acquired by getting wax put on you? Now, I see Becky's face, so I know she has thoughts about it.
I mean, it's all about how you drip it, because you drip it from, like, a certain height so it has time to cool before it hits your skin. So in many ways it's much like just dripping normal candle wax on you, and it's just a sort of nice, very intense skin sensation. I suppose, like, very small distance spanking in many ways.
God just watching Becky's reaction during all of this has been fantastic.
I can't see it.
What we need to start doing is we'll have to do a bit of a close-up on her because she's not decent. But we'll just have to do a Becky cam that pops up in the corners whenever we do these explanations.
I don't think that would be appropriate. She's rarely got her top on for these things.
Oh, no, yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
we'll
I
have-
feel
we'll
like
have
if
to
we
do
maybe started streaming on
Let's
Pornhub,
go.
we could do that, but then we wouldn't need the close-up either.
When I've finished having my legs sorted.
Someone told me about a streaming, a game streaming service that is basically for adult content creators. I can't remember the name of it and stuff, but yeah, it's like that's not an issue on there and stuff. So I went on the forum. It wasn't just like porn, but it's people who wanted to like stream topless stuff like that.
Misanthropes?
Yeah,
I feel like you could make dollar on there.
What are you
Right?
anyway, the president of the hair club for
Well, maybe not
short
me.
people?
This is Mr. Conroy Bumpus.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have tops, you know how to take them off.
I'd suggest you show him some respect.
Yeah, well, he looks like a loud
I mean,
lizard to
when
me.
we've talked about like
And
once
I'll
I've
bet
finished
his
having my
scalp
legs
itches from that
zappied,
bad
doing
rot.
some porn streams.
Maybe you should watch yourself, little furball.
I'm very down for that.
Yeah, well, I
Oh my
got
God
more
needs
hair on
allowing.
my fuzzy little butt
Uh-huh,
than you do
I'm
on
on
that
it.
hollow country head of yours.
Apparently Jesse Cox is obscene.
Okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, Jesse Cox
Nobody makes
is
fun
what
of
got
my
caught in the
hair.
Automad. That's amazing.
That and
Apparently
Pornhub.
Jesse Cox tried uploading a series to Pornhub and had technical difficulties.
We were going to we essentially can do a Pornhub series for the Inquisition from his old. I don't know if y'all ever saw these. He did like basically
Here you go, boss.
porn reviews of video game parody porn,
Oh.
and we
I seem to remember something about Luigi.
there was probably one of those too, yeah. But we were going to do just make a Pornhub channel and do the
What a
uncensored
jerk.
versions on
It's a
there and
nice
stuff like that.
five
And
iron, though.
I remember going
Get
through
me
and
the hell out of here.
I had to uncensor his reviews that he had already done and go back and put in the like unblurred footage from the porn.
Hmm.
But I don't know why we didn't do that. I think we just kind of forgot.
Too many projects on.
We do have a lot of projects.
Busy boys.
Oh, Laura made me giggle earlier.
Yeah.
What you do?
She was hanging out in, like, her hammock, preparing for Pixel Squirt, which I just thought was an amazing way
scared,
of
Sam.
saying that she'd gone out back to watch porn.
It's for work. I swear.
Well, it's like every week when she's like, okay, Anne, I'm gonna go off and just watch me porn for a bit. Okay, love you. Enjoy your
same
porn.
thing. When I did the edits for those videos and stuff, the folder on my desktop was called just "This is for work, I swear."
Wow.
Oh, Nick remembers the porno videos.
The which one?
The videos Justin was on about uncensorifying.
Oh heck. I do remember one year making like a 15-minute short porn film for Jim for his birthday.
Well, you really put my efforts to shame, huh?
I'm scared, Sam.
What do you mean?
I feel like I should have done more for your birthday now. The bar is higher than previously anticipated.
You know, no. You did lovely things for my birthday.
Yes, but what if there was more?
Well, what would have been more would have been, hey, I have this cool new staff to do staff stuff with, and there not be a lockdown in summer,
I
so
mean,
that I
if
could actually go out and practice.
I want to give you the world. Unfortunately, every fucker else has plans for it.
Apparently so.
Yeah, people are annoying like that.
Going about their lives. existing.
Poke them with sticks.
Hey, if you get a chance to practice with your staff, you can even do it with flair.
Maybe. I haven't even been out to Poi this summer. Ooh,
Hey, you've made a path across
you
the
like
driving
that?
range.
I do like that. So, it's bank holiday tomorrow. And I've got to edit polyamory, because that goes out on Saturday. And I've not done it yet.
Jeez, that certainly
Oh, I
took
need
long
to
enough.
grief Nick.
Shut up, Max.
Well,
I
what's he
hate
done?
that game.
Is that because you're a lousy
I mean, I
golfer?
get that I could say that at any
You're an
point
irritable
during any
bunny
day,
today,
and
aren't you?
Nick would hear it and be like, "That
Yeah,
sounds
well, why
like
don't
you."
try sitting in
I
the
have an actual
smelly
reason
booth
to
while
need
I
to
beat
grieve
the hell out
Nick.
of helpless fish?
Right?
Maybe I should just
Episode
leave you
9,
there.
Audio got trashed,
Did I
and
mention
I
what a
told him to
lousy
re-record his
golfer you
bits,
were?
and I gave him his bits to listen to and re-record. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it this week."
And he
Yeah.
never
Sucks,
did.
Sam.
Yeah, I can't get too high and mighty because I've not done my bit of that either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my own first,
Are you
and
as
then when I am
confused
without
as
Sid, I
am?
will start casting stones.
More so.
Isn't he in the comments?
You're looking hale and hearty, little
No,
buddy.
he's probably at work.
I'm a coffee
Well,
achiever, Sam.
Americans at work at this time of night.
Well, that can't be right.
Rasp,
he's
rasp, rasp.
-8,
You're losing it,
so
Sam.
3 more hours away from us than you.
Time zones.
What should we do now?
America,
Yeah,
very greedy. Too many time
Let's
zones.
find Bruno and Trixie and collect the fat reward.
Thankfully that you can keep up with time zones and name them and
that's
stuff
all.
like that. That's helped a bit in the friendship with Becky so far.
What have you
Yay.
just got GMT named as Laura, Becky, and all the other British folks?
But it's British folks.
But we are the British folks.
Do it again, do it again.
That was I watched a episode of Achievement Hunter
Hey, Sam.
yesterday. They had put up a
Hey, what?
video
found another
playing.
sample of Sasquatch
Hey,
fur
have y'all
remains in
ever
the
played
booth.
any of the
While I
Gmod
spent my
games
young
on here,
life
like
waiting,
Trouble in
just
Terrace
sitting
Town or
there
Prop
in
Hunt?
that horrible
I
booth,
have always wanted to
waiting.
try and play those games, but I have only ever played Gmod on my own. So.
Jeez, Max, get
Oh,
over
okay.
it.
Well then,
Okay. Here,
we
you
should
carry
definitely
it.
do some Gmod playing soon. I
I'm
am,
better.
although
I'm
I'm
not
also
sure
trying to
where
find
you
people.
put it.
Because I love
That's
those
none of your
games, but I
business,
very
Sam.
rarely have gotten to play them.
They look really fun, so perhaps we shall organise a thing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I was watching them play one of those, and this
It's a snow globe
the
from the
three,
mystery vortex in
British
scenic
people on the
Goldwalk,
thing.
Washington.
on the video at the time. They were like, I think we're all innocent.
Let me see.
So what we do is we shall
Take a
form
look.
the British Empire and take over the American.
Too bad it's empty, or we could shake it.
Made me giggle.
Like this?
Yeah. What's
That
that writing at the
animation.
bottom of the globe?
Shake the snow globe.
Elmo the Bigfoot.
Just
Keep on
jiggle the
truckin',
screen.
Shabool the Mole Man.
That is
Hey,
someone
maybe
who
she
got
fools
to
at the
clock
mystery
out early
vortex.
back.
Go there before I'm distracted by
It's
something.
Poets Day. Bye, everyone. Do they do that in America?
Which one?
Poets Day, Friday. Piss off early tomorrow, Saturday.
They usually don't let people leave early.
Rude.
Weird.
Yeah,
You say that Half Day Friday isn't a thing?
not usually, no.
Very popular in the plumbing industry, which I used to
In
work
fact,
Sam, this place
I'm
is
used to
making my
jobs
head pin.
where it
That's
wouldn't be
probably just the
anyways.
metal
You
plate in your head.
head home because it's Friday. It'd be like, make sure you're back here tomorrow because it's Saturday.
I hate.
Yeah, lots-
I do not miss retail at all.
right. Oh. I think for like about at least a year or two, I would still have essentially stress nightmares. Like they wouldn't be like real nightmares, like of horrifying monsters and stuff. It'd be like,
Gravity's
oh
taken a
no, you
holiday
still
and
work at
lost its
Target.
luggage.
Oh gosh.
I worked in retail for 8.5 years, and I still to this day have nightmares about that job.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I've got an image of you waking up screaming, and then Jim's just stood over you, stroking your face like, shh, shh, it's
Well,
okay
also
now.
hiding a knife now, talking about.
Jim's a good boy. He
It's
would
not
never stab you in your
retail.
sleep. Right. Into the mirror.
I haven't been paying the best attention to the actual game, so it's fun that every time I look up, there's something completely different happening that there's no
Wow.
context
The
between what I
mystery
last
vortex
saw.
is controlled
But
by
here's the
giant
thing,
magnets
I don't
buried
think
under the
that's
Earth's
going to be the
crust.
case with this game
I'm
anyways.
strangely saddened by
It's,
our
it's-
shattering of a
it's a
cherished
lot.
American myth.
I'm not
Get
entirely
over it.
sure how much context
Okay.
helps.
I was like, oh yeah, we're golfing for alligators now. Okay, yeah, and then we're in a mirror room. Oh, yeah, that all tracks.
So we needed
Magnets
to use the fish instead of golf balls to get to get the gators to move to the correct position so that we could walk across the flooded gator golf course. Now we've come to the
God,
mystery
I love
vortex.
point and click logic.
Moon logic.
Sure
That's like
is crinkly in
Me
here.
saying, I need to
Crinkly,
open my
but
door.
boring.
First, I better make sure I have gloves on. Where did I put the gloves at? Oh yeah.
Well, I
5 steps left.
glued them to the underside of the fridge for no reason.
Oh, that's right. Now I need to get some pliers to be able to pry them off the fridge to put them on to open the door that built the house to Jack me.
Oh no, Cassie.
Oh no.
She's working customer service in a fucking
God.
bookies.
Oh god!
So the bunters are the worst. No
Cassie,
further
why?
questions, Your Honour. Honey, you deserve better.
So much better. Well, when the lockdown's open, message me. We can talk about that again if you want. Do. So I've tried the red door. Let's try the blue door.
I have a problem where that cheese snacks fall into my mouth.
Stop turning your head
Still
to the
playing in my
side,
head.
It's
Max.
fall into my
I
mouth.
can't. Let's leave.
Cheese snacks fall into... Yeah. Unfortunately, it started just striking so often that people have started to notice.
Yeah.
Like, I just glazed over in a team meeting the other day. What are you doing, Becky? Sorry. What? Did you need me for something? Turns out no. I like working with people that don't seem to mind that I spend most of my time being really weird. Although Cassie's skateboard finally turned up,
Whoop whoop. Awesome.
You can
and Creamy started getting some packages, so
Packages.
that means that the game from Laura should be rocking up any minute now.
Oh heck.
pull
Oh, Hickens. Was it the sword or the shield? I can never remember.
I can't recall.
Shield, wasn't it? I feel like
don't
whichever
know.
one I guess I'll be wrong. Oh no, it was sword, because that one's the blue one.
I don't know. It was one of the poking mans.
But they're completely different games, Jen.
They're not.
They're completely different games.
They're not. though.
It isn't just spending twice as much to finish one game. They are
It
completely
is, and it always has
different.
been. That's how Pokemon works.
Nope, totally different games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Let me
becoming a
lie to
ball of
myself.
intellect.
Let's hightail it out of here before we lose our corporeal bodies forever.
Whose neighbours were chirping up?
what?
I was being a pigeon.
I don't know. I just heard distant bloke. Oh, imagine if that was a deodorant thing. You know, like they've all got really weird names. They should let me name them Distant Bloke.
New axe, distant bloke.
Yeah.
When he smells like this, you'll be glad he is a distant bloke.
Oh gosh, we just named all of the link scents.
I still think the weirdest thing is, as a teenager, presenting male, constantly getting, Axe/Lynx body spray stuff for birthdays and Christmas. And then, a few years ago, sniffing, Impulse. And realising
They're
that...
so similar.
No. This is a retired Lynx scent that is now an Impulse smell. It used to be Lynx Java,
What do you want?
and I can't remember what flavour of Impulse it now. It's like, oh my god, it's Lady Lynx. The worst thing in the world.
I have a confession.
Hmm?
I used to go out and buy Lynx Africa on purpose and wear it.
Yeah, my old flatmate used to, and it's just a thing.
Doug says hi.
Lots of women I know shave their legs with Gillette Mac 3s and spray themselves with Africa.
I'm an original, unique being.
Yeah, you are. With multiple feelings.
I have at least 5 feelings that I've identified that aren't hunger.
Bruno the
My soul, it
Bigfoot?
has 5 feelings. 5 feelings has my soul.
Bruno and I go way back. I've always felt a special kinship with Bigfoots.
I feel the same way
about pointy sticks.
Shh.
Huh?
I haven't thought about
I'm laughing at
Bruno
the
for
comedy of
years.
the game.
Allow me a moment to karmically link myself to him.
If you must.
Hold on, I'm getting something. I see Frog Rock, between the enchanted Argyle Forest and the inexplicable Valley of Lights.
Okay, we need to remember that. Enchanted Argyle Forest and the inexplicable Valley of Lights.
Screaming out in terror, and then suddenly silenced. Sorry, guys.
The first of at least 2 Star Wars references in this game.
Bruno, the sad truth is that I haven't been able to concentrate
Grimmy's
very
being
well
cute.
since I lost my
He's
mood
excited
ring
about
in
the game because
biggest
it's
ball
Laura
of
that sent
twine in
it.
the
And he
world.
wants it to be
If
all
you
happy
find it
that
for
it
me,
did the thing.
maybe I can help you.
Can you repeat that bit about your missing mood ring again?
I have so many questions for Omegon.
man.
Well,
What
I guess that's all for now.
What are the
Make
issues with
yourself at
freezing
home.
flatbreads?
I mean, I assume Subway did it all the time.
I miss Subway bread.
Yeah, me too.
I miss Subway full
Like I
stop.
could give a fuck for like what goes in it. The bread itself, the crunchy.
It's
You
like,
know how
hey,
I feel about crunchy.
I do know how you feel about crunchy. It's like, hey, I just want to go in there and be like, hey, can I have a foot long on like the chili bread and like just fill it with salad, no olives, no fucking olives.
I'll have your olives.
No, get your own sub with olives on it. Do not put olives anywhere near my sub.
I
And-
am your sub.
I know. Extra chili, extra pickles. No, extra chili and extra pickles. Don't piss me about here. The whole thing properly. Do it right. Bugger, I need to get with Stuckies. Yeah, I don't want any of your half measures of chili and pickles. Just get a really big hoofing handful. That's what I'm talking about. Then cover the whole thing in vegan garlic aioli. I miss Subway. They just started doing decent vegan stuff in there.
I feel particularly robbed. And it turns out that my friend started working at one near me, so, you know,
Discount.
if I say extra, I actually get extra.
Okay, I need you to help me open a jar.
Hey, can you open this for me?
Oh,
You heard her, Becky.
Sure. Ain't a jar made I can't open.
just because I'm the one with testosterone in this relationship.
That was my purest trans girl moment. I need these pickles, but my I've been on hormones for over a year now and I can't open the pickle jar. Why? Why has life betrayed me? Right, I've made an extendable magnet fish. Just what everybody needed. Ugh. Yawn.
You're
Yawn. Sleppy.
you, Slappy.
Me, Slappy, woke up Slappy. Went to bed Slappy, woke up Slappy. Went
Yeah,
to
I'm
bed
already
again Slappy.
preemptively tired tomorrow.
I mean, you have kids, you've got an excuse.
You have mental health conditions. They're like children, right?
Sometimes worse. What a sight. What a peculiar,
That was
peculiar
wholesome.
sight. That was not wholesome. That
Not
was
to
in
be
no
too
way wholesome,
physically
Sam.
improbable.
I'm trying to think of other, like, deodorant names along the lines of distant bloke. Fair to middling. The scent for when you had to come to this family event, I guess.
Ennui. Solipsism.
On the lash. For when you don't care, you just need to dominate everyone else's smell.
Lordy. Oh, I still need to be here. I remember. I know what I'm doing. Enchanted Argyle Forest and the weird lights. I remember the thing. Woo. I'm not completely
you.
inept on this day.
Knowing things and stuff about stuff.
I always find it's helpful if I don't turn
Take
up
a
to a
leg,
stream
Max.
just a little bit stoned.
You're awfully quiet, Justin.
What's up? Who's a little bit stoned? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I said you were a little bit quiet, honey. I never said anything about the fact that you were
I don't know what we're talking about.
You don't know what we're talking about.
There were a few occasions when I first started streaming when I did turn up slightly stoned.
It's a rock. And it's between the two things Shavul said it was between.
Yeah, I found it
must be
really
frog
quickly. Between...
I think I can see Frog Rock.
Oh. I am very excited to come and inflict my presence on you in Philly.
Like I said, I've been, once things actually reopen, I've been finding vegan places for us to try, and, some
It's like you
successes.
knew why I was excited. Oh.
Food.
Ooh,
should be-
Kel's rolling stats for everyone's D&D characters.
Oh, heck.
Stat.
Everybody. Stats. Right, back to Shavul. Boots and stats and boots and stats and boots and stats.
Let's ride the TOL again.
You
Yes,
insist?
let's.
I was half expecting you to just improv an entire theme song for whatever Kel's planning.
That's it. That's all I got.
I had a pigeon today and I looked round for you.
You know how it be. Oh god, I'm in the wrong place. Wrong mole man!
Oh, Cassie's dying.
Oh no, why?
No smokes in a month.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, one shouldn't be smoking at this point anyway. It does make you a bit more susceptible to the old Rona.
I don't get out that much.
Oh dear, did you suddenly just... Oh no.
I didn't get that hype.
Nah, that wouldn't be coughing. I don't like doing smoke versions of things.
Ah, cookies, huh? Brownies,
Gummies.
cupcakes, gummies.
I'm not
Yeah.
over Nick's idiocy. I
He was so high.
You're back.
And we're bigger than a bread box.
So,
Three bread
he
boxes
was
even.
coming over to England,
What do you want
and
now?
he forgot that he had a lot of edibles with him. And then was like, oh shit, they're not legal there. I'm not allowed. I'm not throwing that much in the bin.
Is this
Oh, that's a
your
lot.
ring?
I'm not wasting all of that.
No.
It's like you can see where this is
Cool,
going.
man.
So he just
Have
ate
you
his
found
entire
Frog
stash,
Rock
and
yet?
he was like,
Yes,
well,
but
I
I don't
guess I'm
see
gonna
how
be
that's
calm
going
on
to get
this
me any
flight. And
closer to
boy, was he
Bruno.
calm on his flight.
Finding Frog
And
Rock's
most of the
only
day-
the beginning, man. Once you're at Frog Rock, you'll need some samples.
It was fun watching him
Samples?
occasionally have sudden moments of clarity,
Yeah,
like looking
man.
around and being like,
Bigfoot samples.
This
You
is
know,
London.
fur and stuff. 3 of them.
Holy shit, I'm in London. What happened?
Over Frog Rock.
Put
No, I
the
was
fur
thinking
on
about the
dog.
time when he was
Got
at
it.
home.
Let's go, Max.
And he was like,
oh, when it wasn't hitting.
these edibles aren't shit.
You'll also
Yeah.
need some Mystic Mole Man
Okay,
powder.
Nick, well,
You
don't
must
eat
be
any more
joking.
because, you know,
No
it might
joke,
just take them a while to
man.
kick in and then
Here,
you'll have had
I'll
too
get
much.
You some.
What do you mean you already had another? Twice.
Yep. I had,
Yikes.
Here you go. Sprinkle this Mystic Mole
had some
Man
people
powder
who
over
did
the
not
fur
believe me when I
you've
told them
smeared it
that.
all
I was like,
over
no,
Frog
these just
Rock.
take time to
happened
kick in.
then?
No, I don't think one's working. Let me try another one.
Something wonderful.
And then they were feeling it.
Thanks. Let's go, Max.
I once baked my mum's ginger cake for the household, which means there was quite a lot of hash in it. Like a fair amount, about 1/4 of an ounce, I'll be honest. Because one of my housemates had been like, hey, so you know Ian's got really bad asthma, you can't even walk in a room like having had a smoke and not trigger his asthma. It's like, yeah, I know how bad he is. She's like, well, do you think we could find a way to get him high sometime? I think it'd really chill him out. It's like, sure, we can do that. I forgot to mention any of the rules and regulations and things to do. I just went, hey, there's some ginger cake in the kitchen if you want some. Everyone else, very chill already. We'd had just a small square of this good cake. Didn't think about it. 3 hours later, walked out of the kitchen. Ian's eaten most of this tray.
Oh, fuck.
That's gross, Sam.
He's sitting on the floor under the counter, just pissing himself laughing. Dude, you ate like 40 quid's worth of hash.
Oh boy.
This is my own fault. Oh dear. Still, he apparently had a good time. And his missus did too. Apparently there was much good fucking. So,
That's gross, Sam.
campsites. Powder. I need the mystic powder. So I put some
Are you
fur.
saying that ginger cake helps with fucking?
Well,
Yes.
Wait for it.
As I used to call it when I was a kid, happy cake.
sure gets dark quickly around here.
I don't think this is a natural occurrence, Max. In fact, I think we're witnessing a celestial
What was
convergence
that
of
noise?
some sort.
That was the if I
You
ever
think
meet
it'll
your
make that
parents,
rock
I'm not
look more
sure
like
if
a
I'll stop
frog?
punching noise.
They're not worth it. They're old and probably nearly dead. If not already dead. My dad's probably
I'm a
dead at this
helpful
point.
soul.
I mean, he's got to be coming on like mid-70s at this point. He was already like a massive alcoholic, so
This means something, Sam.
it wouldn't surprise me. And I imagine my mother is choked to death on her own rage by now. Bleak, 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 bleak. I love you too.
No.
Very many. We're here in
It's been a
Bumpersville.
while since we stressed out the bleak
It's a
alarm.
Conroy
Bleak,
world
bleak, bleak,
after
bleak, bleak.
all.
If we ever get this rich and famous, I want you to shoot me, Sam.
It'll be a pleasure.
If I suddenly go extra quiet, it's because I'm having some snacks and I'm muting it so you don't just hear like chips and stuff.
That's a good plan. Okay, right. We're doing a musical number now anyway, so we'll all have like 3 minutes of silence. And cue.
Bumpersville is proud to present the master of melody, the king of country, Mr. Entertainment, Conroy Bumpus.
I hate floor shows.
I remember my childhood in Brighton, when dear old Dad would bounce me on his knee. He'd say, son, there ain't nothing as exciting as exposing beasts to inhumanity. That's why I'm happy to be king of the creatures. I'm proud to be the lord of the old. I love collecting things with grotesque features. It makes me feel like some Chaldean god. Oh, I trapped my first tiger before I could speak. Killed me a bear when I was 3. And now with this Bigfoot and giraffe-necked freak, I finally have a full menagerie. Hit it, boys! Oh, it's tough to be a country western star. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, Gaggerman. He doesn't sound very American at all. I would guess that's something to do with the fact that he opened that song with "I remember my childhood in Brighton." So I guess he's from the south of England.
Conroy Bumpus has left.
Apparently, because he doesn't sound very English either.
Uh-oh.
What in the name of Jethro Clampett's going on here?
I was just trying to go out the door.
Knock it off.
And stay out.
He sounds Aussie. Yeah, I guess. The wishing well.
A wishing well.
I wish I had
Have
absolute
we stopped the
power
3
to
minutes
decide
quiet
who
yet? Because I
lives
can't
and
hear the
dies.
music.
I
The
think
song
we need a
stopped.
bigger
That's why I
well.
started talking
Okay.
again. How is your felty logo?
Got a little bit more blood in it than it used to.
I wish
Hey,
this game were over.
it'll be worth more.
To who?
Hold it.
I don't know, like it's
Get
one of those
back
things
here.
where over time, as an artist becomes more
We're
famous,
dealing with a very
those
literal
little
well
things
here.
are like, oh, this one got their blood in it. Oh my gosh,
It's got
That's
literal
my
blood and
baking
sweat.
blood.
Yeah.
Famous feltist. Feltist? That can't be right.
I mean, if I was going to be famous for the things I'd felt, I'd rather it was Jane's titties.
Wow, it's Monster Truck Weekend.
Happening every
Oh, that was
Sunday.
fun. I actually had the penny drop.
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, I'm over the shock now.
Sleep well, Nick. Thanks
But
for
I'm sure
coming.
my gentle naivete
Night,
will
night, night,
survive.
night.
Good night.
Swedish dreams.
Quick,
Oh,
don't forget the biscuit warning.
Hey, that hurts.
Knock
Only
it
this
off.
Don't
Yeah.
biscuits eat you.
And stay out.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Who we got on the stream? We have that Becky
Hiya.
female, and
I
Justin.
don't think that was a
The
bad
lovely
way to get
Justin.
the toupee, Sam.
I like his fountain. Very classy.
So classy. Much classier than he is. Right. Let's go up to the big monster truck bed. Right, I need my grabby thing to get
Me?
the big book. Not you, different grabby
What
thing.
you doing?
Hang back, buddy, and observe my magic.
Okay, but you can still grab me if you want.
I will. How does that work? Is there like a button and it just detects where you are and takes you up or down? How does this two-way escalator work? Science.
Oh no, not science. That stuff's shifty.
It is.
Trust that science.
Prefer a
just
good
something
old...
You
about-
don't. You're from the south.
Yeah, it's just about
Find out all you need to
diseases
know?
being bad and
Maybe. I got a little lost in the troubleshooting chapter.
Just
Yikes.
saying. God, there's some people who are like that though.
Yes, yes there are. Right, let's do something to this droid.
Now that I've read that ponderous manual, I can move the robot around like this.
For the
Lucky
second
droid.
Star Wars reference.
I'm impressed.
That's nothing. Watch this.
Help me, Sam and Max. You're my only hope.
Oh dear.
That was gratuitous.
So you know that thing I like to do where I
Sorry.
sit on my tailbone for ages and then
This
suddenly
might
everything's
be more
pain
useful.
and it's
No.
completely my own fault?
No.
I do.
I know that because I like to sit cross-legged, and I can't do that anymore in my 30s because my legs
I
fall
don't
asleep
think the cute
and
little
become
robot wants to follow its
incredibly
new
thin.
programming, Sam.
But I still do it.
I don't recall giving it a cute little choice.
Maybe you should take up yoga.
There he
Probably
goes.
wouldn't hurt.
I'm
mean, it
ripe
probably would
with
at first.
anticipation.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I thought I smelled something.
I
See
meant
what I
like
did there?
morally now.
Moral? What is this moral?
How Pavlovian.
And you should know.
We have enough. Oh.
To the VR machine.
The VR machine.
It's a very 90s VR machine.
How are you getting on with your VR machine, Justin?
It's working now,
This
which
is
makes me
virtual
happy.
reality.
Yay.
I may be sick.
I'm trying to figure out some of the software for it. Like I wanted to get Minecraft going in VR, but that's one of the few ones that made me actually sick.
I can imagine. Oh,
Which is a shame because I was really excited about it. And I think I can get it to work. I just need to do more settings. But I've been playing No Man's Sky a lot, and that's mainly fun just because I get to fly a ship. It's very cool sitting in the little, cockpit and stuff for it.
hmm.
Well,
I find things
I
where
didn't
you
save
sit in
the
a
princess.
cockpit, or you can do that sort of like
What are you two doing
fast
here?
forward jump thing.
Leaving.
Yeah, I don't. The little teleport and stuff. I don't like that myself.
I don't like it, but it makes me less sick.
That is true.
Right, how do I?
And yeah, I found one software called Big Screen. That's just it's a
Ooh.
big public theater mode, stuff like that, where people can like host movies and stuff. Like somebody was doing all three Back to the Future movies, and you could go in there, sit in, and watch the actual movies. So of course there was also porn theaters.
Natch.
Those are interesting.
I'm really upset about porn theatres. I thought they'd be good. It turns out that they're not.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been to one. I had an invitation to meet a guy at one, but it was too late in the evening.
I've never been to one. My ex-wife
Follow me,
decided
you
to regale me with a
Spielbergian
story about the
robot.
time she went with one with her then boyfriend.
Let's try this again.
I think she was trying to desperately to turn me on by making some comment about there's something incredibly hot about
Get along,
going
little
home
robot.
on the tube with strangers cum drying on you. It's like, well, whatever works for you. Sounds a bit hepatitis-y to me, but sure. I want to know who's jizzing on me.
He's not getting any smarter, is he?
I want to know that jizz.
I don't want to know what jizz is.
Oh no.
I want you to show me. Feel the jizz. Yeah, apparently some guy walks up to her boyfriend and went, "Do you mind if I come on your
I still
girlfriend?"
don't see what all the fuss. This is a completely unusable thingamabob.
Which,
It
Like,
actually
rude?
depends on the setting if that turns from incredibly rude to incredibly polite, depending on if they're in a sex club. Like, oh, thank you for asking so nicely. Well, let's see what she thinks.
Jesus. I got no time to sort that out.
Well,
I'm gonna have to
Have you
keep
ever
doing
seen
this
the
over
inside
and
of a
over again.
dragon's?
You weren't
Yep.
good.
Oh, this game. The timed bits, real difficult now.
Follow me, you Spielbergian robot.
Oh.
Let's try this
Oh,
again.
how often do new Magic the Gathering cards occur?
4 times a year.
Yeah, there's
Get
something
along,
new
little robot.
coming out soon because my friend Amanda, who's very much into Magic the Gathering, is excited about some new set that's going to release.
Ikoria, was supposed to be out
He's not getting any
25th
smarter,
of last
is he?
month.
But yeah,
I think it's coming out sometime this month now. Because I got a Facebook DM from my local game store last night being like, "Hey, I don't know if you saw the message, but we're getting pre-release boxes in. Very limited numbers, if you want. Also, we're selling whole boxes for this series." It's like, I want some, but I'm saving up for a PC, so I can't justify like
I
200
still
quid
don't see what all
on
the fuss is about.
cards at the moment. So I bought a pre-release set so that me and Laura can do pre-release. Although it's hardly pre-release at this point because it's been out on Magic the Gathering Arena for like, oh my god.
well,
Yeah, it's been out for like a month on Magic the Gathering Arena, so it feels a bit weird to still be calling it pre-release.
don't know anything about this game. I am trying to learn, and I've had a few people who are now going to be teaching me, but
Follow me, you Spielbergian robot.
I'm
Well,
interested.
If you do start
Let's
playing
try
on
this
Magic
again.
Arena, hit me up. I will give you a game sometime. I am not very good.
Get along, little robot.
I like the concept of Magic. It's just so much of it involves, like, how much have you spent?
He's not getting
Then
any
you will have
smarter,
the
is he?
best deck.
Mm.
Ooh, Kel, who is our resident good at knowing the things about the magic stuff,
She's so
has
good.
also said that she's happy to play against you.
Oh, alright.
I'm going to give you some unrelated facts about Kel.
Uh-oh.
She's an absolute badass.
That's a great segue.
I
Alright.
still don't see what all the fuss.
Kel-
This is a
Kel's very
completely
pretty.
unusable
Kel
thingamabob.
is-
Kel's
Very
6'3". I think about that sometimes.
I'm only 6'2". I'm not as good. The Gurkha Man, it's not a picture of Terry Pratchett. It's the naturalist John Muir. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What am I doing wrong? Oh, gosh.
Maybe I should have used that sword.
I was trying to use the fucking sword, you ding-dong.
Leave now.
Oh, apparently you're taller than Crimmy, who's clocking in at 5'9.5".
Ooh. I would like to be small.
I'm 5'11".
Jim's
You look
5'3",
so
isn't he?
tiny next to Jim, though.
Yeah, he's got to be at least. I'm thinking at least 6'3".
Yeah. I'm sure I've had this conversation with him at some point about how tall he is.
My brain won't finish forming the joke, but something about you'd be happy with him having at least 6 inches on you.
In me.
See, that's why my brain wouldn't form the joke. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that, but it was my shoulder.
Mm.
Oh, so Crimmy was always told that he was tall. Turns out he was just an early bloomer, and everyone around him's really short. Because poverty.
Follow
Nick.
me, you Spielberg.
We
I
brought
was
the
nearly
bleak
bloomer.
alarm.
I was an early bloomer. People used to like come over to the house all the time and be like, "Why is she
Let's
playing
try
with
this
Lego?
again."
Isn't she a bit old to be playing with Lego?" My parents would be like, "She's 8."
Babe, you're still
Get
playing
along,
with
little
Lego and
robot.
you're 40.
Yeah, but then at that point I was 8. Lego never stops being awesome.
I play with Lego.
Exactly, Lego's cool.
They're awesome.
He's not getting any smarter, is he?
I got this cool Star Wars one where it's Han Solo in the carbonite pit, and it comes basically with a little lever where when you pull him down, you flip it around, it comes back up in carbonite.
I've got that. It's amazing.
Pretty
I
great.
love that set.
Oh, Gurkman is shooketh. Yes, she's 40, but she takes HRT.
Yep.
I still don't see
Yeah,
what all the
Becky
fuss
told
is
me that, and I
about.
just could not believe it.
16th of January 1980. I am old. I got ID'd for Rizzler the other day. That
Hormone
entertained me.
replacement is the fountain of youth.
Yeah, it really is.
They steal it from all the trans men.
Or somewhere there is just a picture of me getting more and more fucked up.
This is a completely unusable thingamabob.
My snake is so energetic, I don't know what's up with her. You've been fed.
Can
Are
you
you
snick
bored?
it?
Well,
She can sense my
I am the
snake fear from
keymaster.
here.
does that come with a dental plan?
She's a very pretty snake. She's got rainbows.
I don't
I
know
mean,
what
she was a cute snake in the picture saw, but also the snakes scare me in person. I'm okay through video, but in person, snakes freak me out.
Well,
Crimmy is doing his Capricorn unit.
yay.
It's a portrait of John
Aw.
Muir.
Say, Sam,
It
just
worked as a
who is
reversal
John
for
Muir?
Kel. She used to look
Who's
like
John
5 years older
Muir?
than she is.
Hey
Oh.
guys, this dope doesn't know who John Muir is.
So I suppose a reduction down to young-looking,
What a
mature
balloon.
is better.
What a dim cow poop.
Sam,
Yeah,
the
yes,
dead animal
Gurkman,
heads
a
are
real
talking to
snake.
me.
If you want a euphemistic snake, you're
Where?
gonna have to ask Justin.
Up there.
Yep.
Hey-oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well.
you're several years too late for mine.
You really shouldn't tell fibs about dead
I
animals,
have one.
Max. Stop bugging
I mean, I've got a box full
I'm
of them under
wearing
the
this
bed, but that
portrait of
doesn't really
John
count.
Muir.
But who's John Muir?
Do you really want to know?
If you'll stop talking, sure.
Okay, hit it,
I don't know
boys.
how old I
There
look.
once was a man named John Muir.
A
As old as the rest of us,
noble
right?
and pure.
His love for all beasties.
The most and the
I don't know.
leasties.
Yeah,
Has never been
Crimmy has
equaled.
baby face.
This baby face
Oh,
is this
sure.
baby face.
Yeah, I'd put him at like Maybe like a hot 21. Yeah, I'm only going down by like 7 or 8.
Who's going down? What?
If you want me to, I'll go down.
In an earlier round.
Sure, go. Going down.
Down, down. Right, I've got a portrait of John Muir and
I'm curious if Justin's enough of an emo child to have got the Fallout Boy that was going on.
Sometimes some Fallout Boy is happening.
I've heard some Fallout Boy, but not a lot of it.
Oh, I remember where I was going. I was going this way. I have the key. I spent all that time in VR for a reason.
You spend time in VR for a reason. I haven't. Just been goofing around in there.
Come back, you fool. Put the key in the thing. There we go. Bruno and Trixie are free. How? How did you turn a hat to dust?
Well, back to the circus
Dog
with you.
and muscles.
I'm feeling a little morally conflicted
So
about
hench.
taking Bruno back to the circus.
I'm not. Let's go, you big lug.
Stay away from him, you malefactor.
I'm not a malefactor. I'm a lagomorph.
Look, I'm not going back to the circus, and I'm late for a party.
Oh yeah, the Bigfoot party. Where is it?
Congratulations, you've replaced cheese snacks.
Jungle in picturesque Half-Life, Nevada.
Roll a d6, roll a
And their
d6.
dates.
Roll a d6, roll a d6. And an Indiana Jones reference.
Let's go.
Bling.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
People passing Kel for 18 or 19 when she was 14. I mean, I'd have killed for that. I never got a fake ID.
I didn't need one. I could buy, like, booze from the off-license at 13. I was buying
Felt
my
like
own
Billy
fags
Badass
at
if I
8.
got served at 17.
This place
Weirdly,
is
I didn't
terrific.
start getting ID'd until well after I was 18. When
Yeah,
they
I
stopped
feel
it being,
immersed in
hey,
your
you have to be
culture.
18.
I just
And
hope
there
this
aren't
place has
many
authentic savage
proper
tiki
checks
drinks
for
with
that.
authentic
And
tiki
changed
tang.
it to, you need to be at least 21. We will check you all
25
the way.
now.
It is challenge 25 now.
Oh, Gurkamon's not been carded.
Hey, aren't you
Fancy.
Ellen Morrison, famed B-movie star?
Yes, I am she.
I've seen all your movies.
Tina has this cute thing where
My
sometimes when
favorite was
she's drunk, if you
Robot
ask her
Terror
her
from
address, she'll
Beyond the
give you mine.
Galaxy.
Is that the one where the alien says,
Okay.
Clan du Beretta Nimno?
Okay then.
She
No,
used to
that's
use my
vampires
ID,
in
so if
prison.
someone... Because, you
Oh,
know, like when
yeah.
they do the check and they're like, alright,
Would
so what's
you
your
like
address then if
Evelyn
it's your ID?
Morrison's autograph?
So
Actually,
when
we
she's
just
very
wanna
drunk,
ask a few
sometimes she gives
questions.
my address.
Evelyn Morrison
Has she
is
just ever
always
turned up in
available
cabs
for
before by
interviews.
accident?
Oh, she has turned up drunk once, and it was just like, oh, hi.
You
do
haven't
want a
seen a
snack?
short, self-absorbed, crazy as a bedbug
She-
country
she's got a
western
key, she knows
singing
how the
star
doll works,
around
it's
here,
fine.
have you?
If you mean Conroy Bumpus, Evelyn Morrison had him ejected from the
Ooh.
premises
I've got
hours
Skittles.
ago.
I
Why?
can see them.
Skittles.
They look
He
quite
was
good.
harassing
Actually,
Evelyn
no.
Morrison's
Not
The
Nice.
shadowless
Nice.
ones as well.
Ooh, nice.
I don't love
You had any
Skittles only
problems with
because
the
every time I
Bigfoots?
eat them, I even feel
Evelyn
disappointed it's not
Morrison has
M&M.
always worked well with grotesque creatures of the night.
I miss M&M's.
I'll take
Oh,
that
the
as a
M&Ms.
no,
M&M's are
then.
so bad.
For me,
Peanut
yes. Delicious
M&M's.
tasting though.
I have the
Yeah,
same
They
craving for an
put
umbrella
dust on
drink.
the... between the chocolate and the
Evelyn
stuff.
Morrison's
I don't like
drone
dusty
has
Peanut
chocolate.
M&Ms and the coconut, the cookie M&Ms.
All in just
I remember
one
they
trip.
had like the
Which way to the bar?
wafer M&Ms.
Oh,
Take it
Oh, I
easy,
didn't mind the
man.
biscuit
You don't
ones.
even
They didn't
drink.
dust those.
the
Oh,
biscuity
yeah.
ones and the peanut ones were
The toucan
amazing.
must have put words into my mouth.
I'll get back to you later.
Evelyn Morrison will be here. In the meantime, why not take some of these brochures?
Oh, no, Cassie.
Sweet dreams, thanks for coming, Cassie.
Autograph
Lovely
on them.
having you
Making them
around.
must-have collectibles.
Thanks.
Right. What did I get in the brochures?
I hate it when you hum, Sam. It sounds like a high-voltage tower.
I need my Laura.
These are pamphlets for
She's
the
in
Mount
bed,
Rushmore
being ill.
Dinosaur Tar Pit and Bungee Jumping National
Baby's
Park in
Paula.
North
She's
Dakota.
not feeling very well.
And someplace called the Celebrity
Oh,
Vegetable
no, baby's
Museum in Gold
Paula.
River, Texas.
This is why stream started late.
Why is baby Paula?
I think I like the
Scan
humming
say.
better.
Oh. Well, this is annoying. Since you told me that Laura was Paula, I started lactating, and now
What's
I've
up
got
in
milk
there?
running down my front.
Big time Bigfoot party.
I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I'm dripping. Don't know if you can see it.
Sounds like some kind of shindig.
It's the event
That's-
of the century.
Annoying.
I will send out all the love.
Gerkman baby is Laura. She my precious.
How's the band?
She all
I
precious
love her.
precious.
Pretty happy as far as I can tell.
Rasp, 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 rasp.
This is so annoying.
What's that? The
Here.
dribble.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a towel. It's getting out of hand.
Casual
This
Bigfoot.
is great. Really great. I owe you guys.
Yeah, I helped out a Bigfoot. Right. To Vegetableville.
Away!
Janiac, away!
Remaindered Conroy Bumpus eggplants.
I guess his 15 minutes of fame are about up.
One Pomeroy Bumpus eggplant.
That's only the second biggest pumpkin face I've ever
What the
seen.
holy mother
Yeah.
of gourd is this?
That was a Monkey Island
Isn't
joke.
it obvious? I grow vegetables in the shape
I just wondered if you were going to follow it through.
For a small fee, I'll grow a vegetable from a photograph.
Oh, that would have been my second guess.
sticker. Because I played like the original, I think it was like the EGA version of Monkey Island, where instead of having like graphics for the inventory, I hadn't realised that the key was a giant cotton bud
What prompted that batch
until
of Conroy heads over there?
I used the key in the ear.
Well,
It's like, where does this key go? I don't get it.
I'm more distinguished personality.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
see.
it's a weird little log
Now
of
it won't
jumps.
stop. They just keep growing like that. These misshapen growths on
So in a
top.
mildly annoying turn of events, I couldn't find a towel, but I could find a suction cup.
Well,
So if anyone wants
fine.
some White Russian later, we're good for shots.
Do you have Kahlua? Oh, I miss Kahlua.
What do you make of this?
Famed naturalist John Muir, huh? This looks like a zucchini squash to me. I can do this, but it'll take a short while.
Yay! I'm gonna have a John Muir vegetable. That's... Was that supposed to be like, oh god, what's his name? The director?
Oh, I missed what it was.
I'll go back there later. And maybe I'll even remember who I'm talking about. But no promises. Do, 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 do. Why is the T-Rex nailed to the floor?
Hi,
Because
my
you
name
couldn't
is
nail
Rex,
it to the
the Thunder Lord.
ceiling, silly.
Hi, my name is Rex, the Thunder Lizard. During the late Jurassic period, I was king of the dinosaurs. As you can see, my tiny forearms are quite useless.
Aha! Right. This woolly mammoth is entirely too hairy.
Oh no.
Hey, Max.
But it's woolly.
Hey, what?
But what if it was
I've
woolly
got a
and
job for those
stylish?
mighty incisors of yours.
Gerkman raises a good point. It's
What?
nailed down so people can't
See
nick
that
it.
woolly mammoth?
What about it?
But
Or they're trying
Stop
to
playing
keep
dumb
it
and
there.
get chomping.
Dun dun dun.
sometime later. Tiny arms.
Fine work, Max. Now we've got more full woolly mammoth hair than we'll ever need, and we've learned an important lesson.
You have to pay more than 20
Yeah,
bucks
the
for a
woolly
computer
mammoth
game?
died of embarrassment.
Actually, Monkey Island is the reason I have an obsession with root beer. Because you could not get it in this country when that game came out.
Yeah, you could. You just get some lemonade and you take your
This place
Germally.
evokes a sense of wonder.
You have to wonder.
So bad.
It's
I'm glad it makes
lovely.
you happy.
It's so
I'm
good.
very glad it makes you happy, but ugh.
So good. I love root beer. Yeah, I couldn't get it for years, and then eventually found someone that stocked it. Like, delicious.
Gertman's
I
removing
don't
the
think this is the
sunglasses at
time or
me and we
place.
have a test.
Tits,
Yeah.
everybody.
I don't think this is the time or place.
I do. You look like you belong in a fucking Ren and Stimpy cartoon. It's something about the facial
Are
design.
you in charge here?
Yes, I'm an Olympic bungee jumper and I know everything there is to know about bungee jumping.
Olympic bungee jumping?
Well, she sounds sure.
She looks
What
pretty
do I
hench.
do?
She
The
does.
principles are
Looks like
important
she
to
could brush
have.
you with her
pick me
Get a
thumb.
safety
like-
harness from behind that little screen over there.
You use
Once
me
that's
Throw you
on,
around.
it's important
Yeah.
that you jump from the board toward the pit of tar below.
Could be yoked by that amount of hench.
Grab you
But
by the
I'm sure
ankles
a
and the
great
hair
big
and then
hunk
just
fur
sort of like
yourself would have no
floss
problem.
herself between the legs, huh?
Yeah, sounds easy.
Like a towel.
Looks dangerous.
I'm sorry, I got as far as being picked up by the ankles and the hair and just...
Hey, that furry pig thing is still down there.
That's the beauty of this tar. It's always at the right consistency and temperature. It could be days before you sink too low for us to find you.
I'm convinced. Let's go, Flyboy.
Bye.
So long, cutie.
Right, okay, I need handy thing and a cappy thing. Time to jump some bungees.
Wait, you need your bungee jumping safety suit. There's one hanging behind the screen.
Safety.
Still leaking.
So, what do you think?
Sorry.
It
Tiny
fits you
leak.
just fine.
Ooh,
I need to
stand
stop
back. She
thinking
may
about
pounce.
Poorly Girlfriend.
It's a danger I face
I need to stop
every
thinking
day.
about Poorly
So,
Girlfriend.
Max, what do you
Oh.
think?
Think about other girlfriend sucking you.
A regular 007.
Are you sure?
This time I saw the
Baby would be
face.
nervous.
This time I saw it.
But get moving.
I don't have a
You're gonna
titty
think you're
face, I don't know
falling.
what you mean.
Clint,
You got a titty
Baby.
face.
Who's
And that's why you're
stalling?
biting your lips right now.
I'm
Because
just
you.
waiting for my buddy to come here
I
and
don't
check
have
out this
lips.
spectacular view.
Wait, what's going on in chat?
Oh no!
Ooh, oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew they were one of those people who was awful.
sorry for your friend, Kel.
Yes, I think, as far as I'm aware, the Ren and Stimpy guy got sort of found out and is now largely careerless. I know a lot of people were like, that's the end of that then. That is me chucking all of my Ren and Stimpy stuff.
I don't indiscriminately use people, except Max.
Yep.
Ew. Apparently, he still gets a lot of money on Patreon.
Ew.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Proof that the only time that someone will get punished seems to be if you're Bill Cosby. No, I'm not going to say that was a race thing. Look, we're not going to punish paedophiles unless they're black. That does seem to feel how it like, a lot of people have got away with stuff, been seemingly let off for stuff.
I haven't
It's
got
not good
enough
enough.
leverage from here to pull out a tooth.
Jimmy Savile, yep. Knighted, among other things. Donk.
We finally got the tooth.
The whole tooth?
Nothing but.
Nothing but.
Epstein sort of got punished. Sort of? I feel like the extent of his punishment was only as bad as it was because it seemed like he was going to get lots of other people in trouble.
Yeah.
And in that case, by
people, except Max.
By punished, I mean murdered.
Where's my John Muir vegetable?
Here you go, son. A zucchini squash that looks just like John Muir.
Gee, thanks, man.
Wait,
Thanks.
which one's
Bye.
zucchini?
Tiny courgettes.
Why is it purple? This one.
That's an aubergine.
No, the face in the corner.
I'm very confused.
I think I've got everything I need now.
I'm very,
It
very
says
excited for
you
you
asked
to
me,
next
you'll
come and
get me.
visit.
Close enough for Jazz.
I found
Let's
a
go.
really nice recipe for ratatouille soup. So we can have ratatouille flavour, but no bits. I know how Laura feels about bits.
That's fair.
I'm not really a vegetable
Great, now we've
person,
got a
which I should be.
Stillwalker's costume
But
covered with
even then,
tar and
I've
full
wanted
woolly
to
mammoth
try,
hair.
like, ratatouille, but like in the movie. Like when he makes it at the end of the movie, fancy, I'm like, why does that look so good?
Oh, but you need a mandolin to make it like it's made in the movie, and boy, you're not qualified for that.
I had no one to call.
Call me, call me.
You can get the ones with the
You
like
have to get
safety handle
cellular.
on.
I'm
But
pixie.
even
you're
so,
allowed to say
having
for
one in the
myself.
house,
That's bad, Max.
having one in the
Really
house feels like
bad.
a really bad
Who
idea.
cares? I'm cute.
Jeez.
Right.
I guess we could try it on.
Do it, try it on.
Gee, that's really close. But you guys need something to cover that bunny
Gurkman's
fella's
asking
face.
if we're in some sort of poly triangle.
Me and Becky and Laura are all dating.
And I also have a fiance that's not dating Laura or Jen.
And everybody's flirting with Justin, just cause.
Just cause I'm here. I welcome it.
Yay! And I encourage it. Let's try it with the sticky out end. What do they call it? Like, there's a name for lots of the different shapes of polycule.
Oh, I like my title in the comments. That is how I want to be known.
Spadicule. Where's Spadicule?
Spadicule.
Yeah.
Justin McDaniel, famed editor. Famed
Austin.
artist. Famed animator.
Maker of
Kansas.
colors.
Maker of excellent
Can't pick
logos.
one medium to work in.
Knock it off.
No, I want to do things in every artistic medium.
And stay out.
Mhm.
I can't make things simple for myself.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, how long until the OnlyFans?
I'm still working that out.
Every medium.
Okay, I've attached Conroy Bumpus to
Every
Penny
medium,
in
yeah.
Stillwalker's costume.
I was looking at the OnlyFans like terms of service stuff the other day.
Yeah?
I feel like it's going to be much easier if I've actually got a passport before I start. Because they require ID so you can get paid.
Don't you have a driver's license, babe?
I have a provisional driver's license, but I don't know if they'd accept it because they're not a UK-based company.
It's
I
photo
guess we
ID.
could try it on.
Well, now, that's some. Well, actually, I don't know where Penny Underbust actually is right now, so I don't know how she's got it set up.
That's a downright nice Sasquatch costume. I'll let you guys.
Isn't Jim friends with Penny? Just ask. Actually, some mutual friends of ours
Looks
have
like something important's happening.
OnlyFans. I might ask them about it.
Hundreds of years ago, it was becoming
I'm
apparent that
friends
our
with
time
Penny.
was
She's pretty
running
awesome.
out. Yet we
She's the one
were
who
slow
actually
to
introduced
heed
me
the
to the
warnings
Adventure
of
Zone.
impending doom.
Oh, cool.
The seemingly slow encroachment of mankind and all that his many
That's
living
another
styles
media thing
entail
that everyone's watched except me.
seemed like a vague and
Oh,
There's
desolate
a lot of it at this point, to be fair.
problem for future generations of yet
Yeah,
to solve.
it's been going for like 2
Likely we
years. so-
sat back, ignoring our own inner call for action. Tradition
First
and
season
the
was the best
status
season,
quo
though, I'll be
are
honest.
excuses for
Oh,
complacency.
Balance?
The certainty
Yeah.
of not just
Yeah,
losing
I
our way
still-
of life, but
I'll still
possibly our
cry
very
during the
lives.
finale, damn it.
And the demise
Fucking
of our
Mackerel
And you're in,
experiences now
Cry.
becoming a reality.
What was
we can no
the
longer choose to
the
ignore.
game?
As it turns out, the humans
With
and
them trying to get the
technology
bell?
are moving faster than we are, much faster than we had
With the
anticipated.
two
And
elf.
so we now
Oh,
face
yeah.
the final crisis.
The,
Unless we pull together, not just
The Suffering
acknowledging
Game,
the need
thank
for
you.
change,
Suffering, there we go,
embracing
yeah, that's
change
it.
not just with our hearts and our minds, but with
Yeah,
our
that's
actions,
a tough
we
one.
will
That.
fall behind, moving backward into
oh,
extinction.
I'm always a sucker for the Crystal Kingdom.
Well, back to the music.
That was my least favourite one, but it
It
is
had
good.
some of my favorite moments, even if the overarching story wasn't the most exciting.
I think it's
My fa-
when they started like seriously hurting the characters, and I was a bit like, ooh, no.
Oh yeah, when this suddenly became
Only
risk.
Yeti
Yeah.
elders are
Yeah.
allowed in the pool area.
But no, I think one of my favorite moments is just after multiple elevator-based events, Chaco just finally sits one out and refuses to go into it. And so they
This
get
is a
shrunk down
completely
there in this
unusable
tiny
thingamabob.
city and stuff, and he's just outside acting like Godzilla.
I'm Apsy, your lifting friend.
Bring up graduation. I've been liking graduation. I think, and this is what I think has been the issue with Adventure Zone since Balance.
Well,
Is
well,
they-
well, a Bigfoot.
They learned how exciting
Sure
it
is a
was to
scrawny
delve
feller.
into these
A
backstories
Bigfoot in the
for
hand is worth
characters
two in the bush,
by the end of Balance,
Bobby.
and they want to
sorry,
jump the
boss.
gun on that too much
Think
in the new
nothing of
ones.
it, old chap.
Yeah.
Now, be a good
Yeah,
lad.
they
Go
like
off to the
we
bush.
start learning a lot extra
Yes,
about
sir,
these
Mr.
characters in like graduation,
Mm.
well before I've got to know them as they are right now.
I also felt like
Don't make a move.
whatever was going on with regards to all the like accounting stuff
Mm-hmm.
got a bit dull.
Don't make a move.
I like it if only
Don't
for the
make a
running
move.
joke.
Yeah.
The fearable
Don't make a
being
move.
the accounting one.
Mm-hmm.
He's always talking about making dividends.
There's something you should know, Bumpus.
Okay, and I think someone pointed this out in some of the comments, like
You again?
they recently
let the
changed
net
it up
back
where
in
one of
Bumpus'
them will
field.
be more in
Forget the
charge. I'm
net.
trying to remain
We're gonna
vague for someone,
disguise
if there's
ourselves
anybody in
as
the
a
comments who
Bigfoot.
is still
Why?
listening or trying to listen.
So we can
But I think they're
infiltrate
trying to
their
change it up
ranks,
to where
learn
instead
their
of the
ways, and
sidekick
pick them off at
and
our
henchman
leisure.
thing, it is going to
Oh.
be moving them up to heroes and stuff, because they didn't really
And
know
no
what to
funny
do with
stuff,
them in that
dog
role.
boy.
Yeah. Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
I mean, it's.
yeah.
I think it's going to
Hey,
be that
Max,
series
why
that
don't you
I
make
wait
yourself useful?
till it's finished and then watch the whole thing or listen to the whole thing.
That was fun.
Like, Balance, I
Now future
think
generations
they
will
were
be able
up
to
to
enjoy
about
these
episode
Eptone
55 by the time I
Are
started
there any
listening to
more
the first
shrimp
episode.
balls back here?
So by the time
Who
I'd
are
listened
you?
all the way
We're
through,
the freelance
like, every
police.
season, it was just
Just
coming
saved
up
your
to that
collective hash.
final.
Really? Then I
Final
guess it'd
few
be okay
bits.
to make you honorary Yeti chiefs.
Oh, see, I got lucky.
Walk
I
this
didn't
way.
discover Balance until like the first of the finale episodes came out.
Oh,
Could I
nice.
have
Then
your
I was like, I'll go
attention,
listen
please?
to it. So that by the time they got to the last part, I had just caught up and was like, oh, this is perfect.
Although it's our tradition to allow only Bigfoots and their dates to these gatherings, these two have shown themselves worthy of our gratitude and our trust.
These are a naive
So what's
people.
the Adventure Zone?
And so I'm
It's
granting them
5th
the
edition,
title
Dean.
of
It's like
honorary
polyamory,
Bigfoot
but better.
chief. So don't mess with them.
That's it? Honorary Bigfoot
Sounds fake,
chief?
but okay.
Where's the cash?
We
How
don't
many
want
trash
Bigfoot
boys is
money,
there in
Max.
Adventure Zone?
Probably made a tree bark or something.
I know,
Oh,
but it's
it's
the principle of the
Travis.
thing.
You may now wander freely about the
I mean,
convention
Taco
floor
has
without
his
concern
moments.
For your health.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gee, thanks.
Think nothing of it. Follow me.
Sorry, yes. So, season 1 and 3 are D&D, season 2 is Monster of the Week.
Yep, and then there's a couple of short spin-offs that they tested, and then just some like one-offs for
Since you have proven
live shows and
yourselves to
stuff.
be friends of the
I love
Yeti,
the
I
live
have brought
shows.
you here to share an
They seem
Yeah, I
to
really
have a
like
lot of fun.
live shows.
These great totem poles have been gathered from across
Yeah,
the world.
I've always thought it'd be
passed
quite
down
nice
from
to
generation
finish
generation
polyamory
Bigfoots.
and then like almost immediately introduce a Tales from the Loop series.
We believe they hold the answer to our
I think that
ultimate
would be a lot of
salvation.
fun.
But the secret
Tales
of
from
their
the what?
purpose is
Tales
a
from the
riddle
Loop.
we've been unable to fathom.
Apparently there's a TV series now.
Sounds heavy.
So basically it's either Sweden or America,
Real heavy.
and there are
Bruno.
particle accelerators
Like
under this part of the
fruitcake.
town.
Why aren't
Uh,
you at the party?
And people are just used to weird shit happening. You play
Most of your
children, you have to
mange-ridden
get on
brethren,
with like your
apparently.
school stuff, and parents
you it was
will
a
not
bad idea to
understand
start the
anything
punch.
weird or supernatural happening or not acknowledge it. It is up to you to work out whatever the
No
fuck is
wonder
going
we're
on
facing extinction. Okay, guys,
Okay.
here's
and
the
deal with it.
secret
and it is done in
Lot of
like
parent
episodic
woman.
stuff.
way of life
Yeah.
rapidly going down the tube.
But the artwork for it is
These
incredible.
totem
It's all
poles
these
might
sort of
be
like
able to save us.
amazing,
A, we don't know what
huge,
they mean.
like
B, most of us have been partying too much to figure out
like
what
mech
they mean.
things.
And C, we
Just
Bigfoots
in
have a hard
beautiful
time
countryside.
operating in public, if you know what I mean.
I think the art came first and then the game came second.
Oh no, I
That's how
thought
we
about
get
next
most
in the
of our gigs,
countryside
so
and
why
I had a
not?
feeling.
Yes.
Great. Why don't you
Love,
three
Death
get
and
cracking
Robots?
on the totem poles? I'm going to the hot tub.
Oh, now I want to play Scythe again. Damn it.
They should work out
what's-
how to do Dungeons and Dragons in VR.
Ooh. I mean, Tabletop Simulator's got.
Well, they do have that, yeah. But I mean, like, find a way to mechanically make it kind of work. Yeah, I'm not
Can you
sure
spare a
how it
second?
work, but it'd be interesting.
No,
It'd probably end up
absolutely.
more like a
But
traditional
since you're saving
JRPG.
my speech,
I suppose if like the DM could like spawn in different locations and things,
We'll be back.
and then just tell the story and maybe like plonk. I suppose the DM probably wouldn't be in VR necessarily.
Yeah, true. He might be playing it from a traditional computer setup.
And then everyone else can be like, oh no, you've spawned in this thing.
I believe we've deduced the secret of one of your totem poles.
I don't understand
Get me.
anything that Gurkeman said because I didn't know the subject matter. Just nominated for reading and knowing.
Luke is a character in the Adventure Zone, so he was making a pun combining Tales from the Loop and Luke's character.
A combination of man and nature.
I assume that would have
Is it
seemed
soup
very
yet?
clever and or funny had I got it. Oh, I feel bad now.
I don't feel bad.
I didn't appreciate
Hey,
a
Mr. Chief,
joke.
we found something that might tie into your totem poles.
It's okay.
Every now and then,
What is it?
it gets surreal when I remember some of the people I know are known for things. Like, you think I wouldn't forget this with Jim, but I still do when I suddenly hear Jim referencing something. But like in the Adventure Zone, the little question episodes, they suddenly are reading a question from Laura, and it's like, wait, I know her.
I know her.
Yeah.
It's like going back to listening to old episodes of certain shows, like, oh, Laura was on this.
Yeah, yep. Same with, I went back onto, looking at some of the Podquisition episodes before I was editing them, and during the period of time when Laura was out, one of the guests was Justin McElroy, and then, like, Jim mentions, like, me, and then have to tell Justin, like, oh, I have the other Justin like that, and so for a brief moment I was like, wait, Justin McElroy knows about me.
Yeah.
That information has not stuck around, I assure you,
But he knew for that brief flicker of an instant.
that brief moment.
There was that brief flash of time when it was possible that I might end up on an episode of Podquisition. I was very excited, and then it didn't happen.
Oh, but why?
During the host switchover, some
Gavin Conrad?
yes, and you had a couple of weeks of guests.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody
Take a
who'd
leg,
been
Max.
supposed to come on, there was a problem with the audio, so they came back later.
Yeah.
Which meant that an extra week was filled up, which meant that there wasn't a gap for me to do a week.
What's that? I can't remember. But yeah, I remember, like,
Was
just
it Ellen?
opening up the file. No, I got her audio.
Casey?
This is
No,
a
it was someone
completely
else.
unusable
It was,
thingamabob.
there was one other person during that time, I really believe.
One of the Geek Remix lot?
Passions?
No, I got all... I'm going to, like, it's going to be the last person. I can look it
It's
up.
going to be the last one we think of.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Could you bend this?
I
Sure.
can look it up.
Just let me finish this one.
Let's see, it'll be before... Wait, why am... It's not going to be online. God, I'm high. It's not
Yeah.
I'm looking on the website for the specific reason we'll talk about it is because it's not up.
How's that?
But if you look at
Great.
the ones... Because it was one person that was ended up being on an episode later on.
I
I've
don't
got to
think they
use this
actually have
elevator.
been on the episode later yet.
Did they not?
Not from that point.
Oh. Mysterious. Do. Becky, have I ever told you about the naked fantasy while making my naked gym fantasy while making pancakes one morning?
No, but I'm here to listen.
So I was standing naked in my kitchen making pancakes one morning. And I just had this moment where I looked over towards the stairs and I imagined Jim coming down naked except for the Skeletor Just the cowl and the mask, but nothing else. I'm just going, I'm going to jizz on your titties!
I want to watch that porno.
Same.
You want to star in it? That's different.
But then I want to watch it. It's weird, it's always a nightmare to get me to do porn in the first place. But once it's done, I'm always like, yeah, I could wank to that.
I'm not sure what the appropriate thing is to say, but my brain has supplied, yeah, you're wankable too.
I'm glad to hear it. Hurrah, 10 out of 10 would wank at a girlfriend.
That seems to have gotten the cork off.
Shall we raise a toast to nuclear disarmament?
With this poison?
I'm thinking
Don't
about
be
titties.
silly.
Titties.
What?
Titties. Oh, bugger.
So Bessin just came.
Yeah?
Yeah. Omegon's made the point that skeletal porn seems niche.
I don't
But
think
it's
it
not
is.
just Skeletor porn. It's
Are
very
you sure that
specifically
Jim Skeletor porn is niche?
Well, I just meant Skeletor porn. But
You're getting
also,
my niche.
no, I've seen the Reddit posts.
Yeah, that niche is a lot wider than you think.
Yep. More of a
Like
canyon
my
at this
niche.
point.
Hey.
Penetrate the niche.
That I would be very, very fine with having my niche widened, thank you.
Ooh.
When's
Niche.
quarantine over? I need a thing.
By thing, do you mean dick? Or arm?
Yeah, just like... I want to see how close to your elbow I can get.
We know this. We,
Yeah, but
we
I feel
know
like
this
we
from the
could've
time that I was able to get the very furthest in.
Well, practice
Can
makes
we try
perfect.
the vortex?
Practice makes perfect.
Step right
And it makes me
in.
come, so...
When you wanna go.
That seems to have capped the snow globe.
I just realised.
I can't.
I was like, hey Justin, do you want to come along? We'll play games and talk about stuff. So anyway, we all really want to fuck your boss.
It's an ice pick that's been horribly twisted.
Again, I've been on Reddit.
I
I
can't
know.
use these things. I can't use these things together. I can't. Can we try the vortex?
Step.
I mean, what did that do?
Yeah, you're right, oh my god. There is the limit of physical space, but...
Physical space is homophobic.
Wow, the snow
Right.
globe actually sucked in the pseudo-mystical energies of the mystery vortex.
I was hoping something like that would happen.
Oh, I just want girlfriend in my physical space. As much girlfriend as possible, please.
Double fisting. Silence.
I can't believe that I had to look a midwife in the eye and say, yeah, my girlfriend fists me a lot.
Look, sometimes in life you just have to say, yeah, my girlfriend fists me a lot.
Yeah, it was just the, I can't believe that you didn't tear this time. Yeah, my girlfriend fists me a lot. What? Medically indicated fisting is what you should be recommending to people if you must know how I did it.
Second baby, very easy. A lot of fisting happened in between.
I mean, very easy. Like, I mean, it was 2 hours of agony.
Compared
was only
to...
about 8 hours.
Exactly.
Okay, so it was a quarter, but that meant that they didn't have time for the epidural. I had one thing on my birth nurse list, and that was enough painkillers to knock out a horse.
Well, there shouldn't be a horse in the hospital anyways.
Exactly. And also, you as a human person should not be taking that much ketamine.
I think I figured out one of the totem
Probably the
poles.
horse shouldn't either.
Let me see.
I mean, it's been used as a horse tranquilizer, so it's probably okay. But humans shouldn't do that.
But what if we gave the horse a human tranquilizer? I'm not sure where I'm going with this line of logic anymore.
Also, is the South like full of horses, or is that just a thing that they're on TV?
There's a fair bit of them, but no, not like
Thinking
loose
had
or
nothing to
anything.
do with it.
But a lot of people do have horses.
What would you do with them?
Run away from them.
We had
Hey, Chiefy Poo. I think I figured out
we
one
had
of
a
those
few
baffling
horses,
totem
but for a
poles.
long period of time we mainly had a miniature horse. Her name was
My brother
Candy.
has a miniature horse.
Her name was Candy. She's a very sweet horse. I believe she's still alive, actually.
Genuine dinosaur,
On my
too.
sister's
I
place, because
figured
she
it might be
has a
something
farm
like that.
area.
Did he say genuine?
Well, that should do it,
Very
right?
Of course,
sweet.
your sister has a farm.
Oh yeah, she loves animals.
Nothing's happening, Sam.
What's the story,
I
Pops?
feel like your entire family might just
I
be a
don't
little
know.
bit sort
I'm
of
sure you got the
pet-centric.
ingredients right, but
Except my dad,
of
ironically.
course, how silly of me.
What?
In order for the spell to work, we need a living Bigfoot sacrifice.
Yeah, my dad didn't want a dog,
It'd
and
be
now
a
him
shame
and
to lose one of
like
these furry fellas, don't
effing
you
are
think?
inseparable.
Wait,
And the dogs
I've
will
got an
do that
idea,
to people.
and
They'll
it
be like,
doesn't
no, I don't
require
want
high
animals.
explosives.
You get them a
Wait here.
dog, and then they also hate people still, but now
While
they
he's
have dog
gone, I'll
love.
go see if any of the Bigfoots wants to off themselves for the greater good.
Get a dog.
Yeah, I'm not feeling pushed out at all, but my childhood bedroom now belongs to effing. Dog has a memory foam mattress, sleeps better than me. Very good dog.
Get a dog. Do 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 do. Get a dog. Do 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 do. Get a dog. Do 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 do. Get a dog. Do, do, do,
I have
do,
two
do.
kitties.
Kitties. Kitties are the best.
They're currently sleeping right now.
You have
Wait,
precious
you're telling
baby
me that
cats.
you've got a chair without a Nala on it?
Yeah, no, Nala's currently sleeping on the bed, on the covers. And Tripod, who, I don't understand this cat. She's currently asleep on some boxes, but like a pack of boxes that haven't been put together yet, and they're just sitting on their side. It looks very uncomfortable, and it's not as big as her, but she's asleep up there.
Oh, I used to go to sleep on piles of unput up boxes.
Well, that was one heck of an impressive display.
It's actually really comfy.
And actually highly destructive to boot.
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'm not sure how I could ever thank
I used to
you,
get tired a
so
lot
I
at my
guess
old
I
job.
will.
The shifts were sometimes measured in days,
Will
not
you and
hours.
Trixie be heading back into the forest to live an idyllic, nature-oriented existence
I used to get tired of my old job.
Oh no.
This was
we're
before
going to
smartphones,
Vegas
so I
to
just
get
used to
hitched.
draw my own
It
porn and
hasn't
go
been
wank in the
trashed by
toilets.
all this crazy redwood nonsense.
We
That's
want to be in a place where we
dedication.
can sort of blend in.
Meanwhile,
Live our
at my
lives,
job,
maybe
we
even
could
raise a
still have our
family.
smartphones with us, so I would look up porn and then
Ew.
go wank in the toilets. It
Yeah.
feels weird for me to say wank.
Goodbye, you nutsy primitive man beast.
That doesn't
eater.
sound like coming out of an
You
American
boys
voice.
should be proud of what you've
Well, what
helped
did you
us
go do in
achieve
the
here
toilets
today.
then?
Think
You
of
mean the
Jesus.
wholesale destruction of the
What's
simplest
he
modern
thinking?
civilization in the western United States?
I
You
will
bet we
accept.
are.
No
Think
other
of
phrase.
Jesus pounding himself in the handholds.
Well, oh, why not? This medallion has been a part of my family for untold generations. Wear it in good health.
That's it. This is how I die.
Thanks, Chief. Max loves cheap sentiment.
Mmm. Boy, oil-covered chocolatey goodness.
It says it's a
What's
good
wrong,
thing that
Sam?
horses aren't real.
I don't think the wizard has anything in that bag for me.
It's birds. Birds aren't real. Horses are real.
I'll give you my ritual headdress that I bought at
You ever seen a
Snuffy's
real
last
horse?
week.
Yeah, several.
How do you know?
Because I saw them
I appreciate the gesture, but I've
How'd you
already
know?
got a hat.
with my eyes.
Oh,
Empirical
that's fine,
evidence.
too. Farewell, Sam and Max.
But were they your eyes?
Remember,
Dun,
though
dun,
the night
dun.
be dark,
Well,
the
I
dawn
mean,
yet
at this
shall
point, it's been
waken
over 10
and
years
annoy
since I
you.
saw the first horse that
Have
I
a
ever
nice
saw.
day.
So every cell in my body
I'll
has
miss
been
that old
replaced.
I'll miss
So
the
they're
way
not
you
my
smell like a
current
bag full
eyes,
of
but
dead
I have
hamster
seen a horse
shavings.
with eyes that I
Just
used
like
to own.
Grandpa. Hey, we forgot to get paid.
You have really pretty eyes.
Terrifying logic.
I hope you're happy.
Sorry, I started
With those
thinking about
idiots
your
on
eyes and the
case,
fact that
we'll
they're pretty.
probably never see Bruno
Oh.
again.
They're
I
such
do
a
know
lovely
that.
Wake up,
green.
Burl. Hey,
I like
you
it
back?
when
Or
they're
grey, depending
glaring
on the
down
weather.
at me.
They're green
Did
or
you
grey,
find
depending on my
Bruno?
mood.
Of course.
Bruno.
They're green when
How
you're in
can
a
we
field,
ever
and that is
repay
where
you?
you're happiest, so that is the
Blank looks
colour
on
I
your
am
faces are the
accepting.
only reward
That's
we
true.
need.
That and a big fat check.
Would you settle for 3,000 skee-ball tickets?
3,000
Close
skee ball
enough.
tickets. Heck yeah.
Let's go, Max.
Wait, what
You
did
know,
Catherine
Max,
the Great
I can't help
supposedly
thinking that
but
we've
not
foolishly
actually do?
tampered with the fragile inner mechanisms of this little
Fucked a
spaceship
horse.
we call Earth.
Yeah, it's a horse, right? Yeah.
Gosh, Sam. if a few hundred
Isn't
years
she
of
alleged to have
civilization
some
be
kind of
total
pulley
just to ensure
system?
that a bunch of smelly quasi-human creatures have a safe haven for their disgusting lifestyles, then so
What?
be it.
I believe it is alleged that Catherine the Great had some kind of pulley system so that she could fuck a horse.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Burl, did Bruno always have 4 arms?
That's ambitious.
Yay! Tentacle. Tentacle, 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 tentacle. That looks like Bubsy the Bobcat.
Oh, you did it.
I'm not sure where you're from. Tentacle, tentacle, hello tentacle. Guybrush? Guybrush.
Oh, Guybrush is a voodoo doll.
Getting all stabby.
That's clever.
Very excitable R2. Ness? Tentacle! I love
Oh.
you. I love you. Ensnare me, tentacle friend. Well, we completed it.
Yay! You did!
Excellent
We
work.
did it. We did it. Thanks. We did it.
We did it.
Jiggly 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 jiggly. Hi. Jiggly 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 jiggly. It's my buns. It's all floofy. Thanks for
Oh,
coming,
I wasn't
everyone.
watching the hair at all.
Were you watching the jiggly? Justin,
Hey.
do you want to plug anything while you're here?
Oh, do I have anything to plug?
Feisty Heist? You can
Sure,
find that on
yeah.
itch.io.
If you haven't already, you can find the link. Oh, Becky put it right there. Thank you from itch.io. And I have a game called Feisty Heist. It is pay what you like. So if you want to donate, you can. It's free otherwise. I just want more people to play it.
We streamed it here.
We did.
Can you do better
It
than
was
me?
fun.
Almost certainly. So there you go. That is an excuse to go play Feisty Heist. Can you do better than me? Becky, where can you be found on the internet?
I can be found on Twitter as @Becky2ill and nowhere else because I've never had a blog. Never. Not once. Not even a little. Not even as a treat.
We have some video projects that we might be doing in the future.
Ooh.
Yeah, we do. I just got to build a computer that doesn't explode.
Yes.
Right.
Same. I also have to build a computer that doesn't explode.
Would be helpful. Would be helpful.
Yeah.
Every time I look at your Twitter handle, it just makes me a little bit happy because I know it's annoying. Has the Justin McDaniels one come free yet? Has it not?
It never will. Even though it's not in use.
But just in time for a laugh is good.
It is good.
Fine.
I can be found as Maniac Janiac on Twitter and YouTube, on SoundCloud.com as JNearestMagnet. I write things at StoneMonkeyRadio.blog if I have any time in my fucking life. There's so many things. We have a Facebook group over at Stone Monkey Radio on Facebook.com. We also have a unofficial fan page, which is hello, good evening, and welcome, the unofficial Stone Monkey Radio fan page. And I make silly t-shirts at janiac.redbubble.com. You can go over there and get a Spookake shirt. It's got a ghost on it and lots of ectoplasm. I think that's everything. Oh, I'm also on Polyamory, which I do with Becky and Laura. You should listen to that. The next episode's out Saturday. So I better get editing that tomorrow. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you again sometime. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye.